So get ready. Big Brother After Dark starts right now.
The following presentation is rated TVMA.
You do know that the only person that I have when I'll leave is Kathy, and that's the only person that I'm going to have in an alliance with me. And I'm like, oh really?
Oh really?
Yeah. And she's like, yeah. And Hayden, she's like, he has a bunch of people.
Okay, did she tell you the whole boys alliance?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If anyone talks to me about the boys alliance one more time,
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna shoot myself in the face.
Me too. And I was like, is there the boys alliance really?
I'm like, even if there is a boy alliance, we're in week 4. Like,
Yeah.
will you just relax?
Yeah.
Like, if the boys have some sort of final 3 deal, there is so much crap between now and then that it's like,
That can go on,
just
yeah.
leave me alone.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do? Just
You just take it and put it all over. That should be enough for like a few masks, like more than 2. Have you ever done a mask like this?
yeah, but I did green ones.
Oh yeah.
I've never done
I
a
like this
chocolate
one.
mask.
I love this one. It smells so good.
It does smell really good.
It feels really good. When it dries, like I love it. Oh, I wish that like I put on my HOH basket that I wanted more of these. And they're only 99 cents from Walmart, so I don't know why.
That would be such a good idea.
Such a good idea, right? But I haven't gotten them either time. And they work really well. Maybe because I wore them every day in sequester.
Oh, did you really?
Literally every day.
That was such a good idea.
I had people come in sequester and they would be like, why do you have this on your face? And I was like, well, I'm trying to clean my pores. And they're like, okay.
Well, it cleans your pores, but it's like, it feels good too. And then it takes up over time.
Yeah. I feel like it's just de-stressing.
Yeah.
Same. Ooh, we can even cut up cucumbers if we really wanted to.
Look at my face.
I know.
This is hilarious.
Mine too. We're so funny. Oh, if the final 3 alliance boys could see us now.
If only they would rethink their boys alliance.
Yeah. And what is the stupid argument about that too is that the boys and their stupid final 3 supposed alliance that Kristen says
That would
they
be
have.
stupid.
So stupid.
Like,
So stupid. Because why
they
would
want to compete against each other.
exactly.
Especially when a bunch of those guys, if anyone goes to the final 2 with them, they will win.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like Enzo,
oh yeah.
nobody's going to beat him.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nobody's gonna be
So,
green.
if the guys are too dumb to think strategy,
Yeah.
then that's stupid.
Yeah. And because like that would be the dumbest final 3 alliance for those 3 boys to have. Because everyone in the jury would
Yeah.
like them.
Exactly.
Nice. You look so sexy.
We look like what Kathy looked like last time we were HOH.
Britney, I can't believe that came out of Britney's mouth. Oh my god. I love it.
For real though.
For real. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
God, this is amazing.
You're like super tan right now.
I've gotten really dark.
Yeah.
I'm not usually tan.
Oh my gosh, this feels so amazing. Oh, just like the last time we were in here, we were talking about how we gotta get rid of
Yeah.
and then she moves. Yeah, yeah.
We need to win a torch every week to win people to buy.
Oh, I know, right? Or someone that will let. Actually, now that it's all just those boys, they'd all let us.
Yeah.
They wouldn't care.
Such a cat.
Yeah. But do you think she's gonna end up going home?
Please go to the diary.
I don't know. Is that who you want?
I would have to see, like, I would have to think very strategically about it because that would be the easy choice, and yeah, I kind of would just want her to go. But then I feel like I have to think, like, long term, and if there's, like, this double eviction coming up, and I don't know who would be coming after, like, me or you or Brendon.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking, because I was thinking about that.
Which is almost over. Hey, it's it.
Well, it is tough to live in a house where you get free food and alcohol all the time.
And you could sleep all day.
Good cooks.
It's just torture. It's torturous. Sleeping all day, laying by a pool, suntanning.
I mean, could this be any worse? I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I don't know how we're gonna do it in real life.
It's gonna be hard to go back to work, right?
I don't think I'm going back to work right away.
Fuck, man. Right? Just to do your daily life.
No, it won't be for me. I'll be
going.
happy to get back to my routine.
Well, no, I know, but then there's gonna be that party where you're just like, granted, for me, it feels good to be productive. So that's...
Yeah, it will be hard getting your brain acclimated to going full speed again. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I want to just be with my daughter for like a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go to work. But I think after like 2 days will pass, and then I'm like, all right, let me get the fuck out. We'll go back to work. But I'm definitely like a week or two. I want to be home.
I think the thing that sucks the worst about just doing those messages is that unlike every other time that I've done it, I still have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone to do those messages, I've gone in knowing.
You're like, well, you're not
And
gonna do
I've
this
not only what I was going to do,
Yeah.
but I knew who was going to see the message.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was hard.
Yeah.
Doing those messages.
No, it is. It is, man. I'm telling you, I don't even want to speak to Kristen tonight. I don't want to talk to Haney, because nobody. Just leave me the fuck alone. I'll come up with something tomorrow night. That's it.
All right. It's exhausting. It's exhausting hearing people plead their case to you, too.
It is. It's just like, it sucks, man.
I mean, I understand, because I'm sure we want to do the same thing.
Exactly. If we're on a block, I understand it, you know?
But still.
But I think there's not going to be nothing new that's going to be said that I've heard.
Right.
And it's 2 days that I've got both of their speeches. So I think I know kind of the gist of what's going on, you know? So there's nothing else that you're going to say, you know? Just let it marinate, let it sit, let me think on my own. It's just crazy Thursday. Like, you go through one emotion, and then boom, you gotta get right to the HOH.
I know, dude.
I know.
Gotta get right to it.
It starts all over again. It's so crazy about this place. We
And
complain
then,
about
like,
how slow it is, and then it goes from 0 to a fucking 120 miles an
boom,
hour.
that's it.
Hit the ground running. Until fucking what?
Thursday
Until
to
Saturday,
Sunday,
pretty much?
Yeah.
Saturday night? Because most of the time, Monday, we pretty much know what's going to happen most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's like Saturday till Saturday night, dude. We're going from Thursday night to Saturday night, like nonstop. Not feeling like
POV meeting, then POV.
Not feeling comfortable. Nobody in this house will feel comfortable. You know?
That's when people scamper around the corners, start talking.
Like cucarachas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, big brother. Play with our lives.
What an experience. We'll never ever do something like this again, man.
I sure hope not.
No.
Dude, even coming back for All-Stars, dude, it'd be hard to say yeses knowing exactly what you're going into.
I think it'd be easier the second
Well,
time.
it would be easier. It'd be easier the second time
Yeah,
around,
because
for
you
sure.
know, like,
For
what
sure.
I would
you
definitely
expect.
do it again.
Yeah.
I would do it all over again.
I wouldn't do it next year, but in 2 years from now, I would definitely do it.
Yeah, I would. If next year, no way.
Yeah.
But the year after that,
Yeah.
definitely.
I would
I think
definitely
that'd
No
be the
question.
same for me.
I'd do it.
Because it would be hard to go, like, fucking feel like I just got out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
2 years, I'd definitely be down to do this again.
Yeah.
And you never know, it'll be like a crazy cast, man, all those things. That'll be like fun. I think that'll be just very dramatic right from the beginning.
Yeah. Oh, it would be.
Because you know who you're
Right.
up against, and it's going to be crazy. So I think you'll have a lot of fun doing that too.
It would be different, though, because after everybody watched the All-Star season last, I was just...
Or whatever they can give you. Yeah, it's true. So, but don't get me wrong, I'm gonna stay up there.
I hope so, man. Because if he takes it, we're fucked. I think 2 of us are going up.
Yeah. He won't take it. He's also too, tall and stuff for that kind of competition, dude.
Big time.
Yeah, way too big.
What have been all the endurance stuff, though?
Maybe that ball. That's more skill. Or you can be. One was banging against a wall, or banging against a diploma. But it won't be a diploma because that was that season's like. There was the outcast, the jocks. So getting your diploma. They're themed high school theme.
Yeah.
You keep us, we can guarantee you at least 1 week.
Yeah.
That if we win HOH next week, we won't put you up, and we won't backdoor you or anything. And he's like, that's fine. I do have another target, and Andrew, I guess, was his other target.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and then there's also Kathy, who's just a super floater.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I can put them up, but he's like, you have to know that I am going to put either one of you up. If anyone wins POV, we're going to use that POV and put you up and backdoor you. And we were like, all right. So Brendon, thank God, won the POV, which...
So you guys totally knew that you were going to go up and get backdoored if you didn't win POV.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I know, and I was so scared about that too, because I told Brendon
what
that
if your
that's
name's
so
not even
dangerous.
drawn?
I know.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? And I told Brendon, I was like, Brendon, this is so dangerous. I was like, do you understand what we're doing right now? We are literally putting our lives in the hands of Matt. One of us will go home if we don't win POV.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we were so excited when Brendon won POV.
Yeah.
I mean, we were fucking ecstatic when we both got our names drawn.
Yeah. Because it gave you...
That was insane. 2 people playing to keep us here. That was insane. And so then when we won POV, we were like, okay, Matt, we won't put you up this week, but... And we asked Matt, we're like, do you want to make another deal this week? And he's like, no. He's like, the deal's done. We're like, do you want to talk about next week? And he's like, no. So I think Brendon knows, and Brendon is not very happy, because if someone tells you they don't want to make a deal, that means that they're going to put you up.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. So...
And Matt, remember how last time he won HOH, beforehand he was like, I'm winning it, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. He's been doing that again.
He has.
He's like, I know I'm gonna win, I feel it, I'm definitely winning this one. That's what he's been saying. And it's funny because HOH went, our POV went Brendon,
know.
and now it's Hayden, Rachel, Matt, Rachel.
Yeah. If Matt won, that would be
Crazy.
crazy.
And it could happen.
It could totally
He's
happen.
definitely a strong
And you know what's
competitor.
weird, Brittany? Like, I had a feeling that I was going to win HOH this past week.
Did you really?
I really did. Like...
And he's been saying that too.
I mean, obviously I wasn't sure, and you can have a feeling and think you're going to win something
And not.
and not win it. But I feel like when you have that feeling, and that it motivates you to win more.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's endurance, I was telling Brendon, I was like, Brendon, if it's endurance and like a hang-on thing, that could very easily win something that you have to hang on. Because
I was like 100% sold that it would not be endurance.
Me too, until they
Until
have the
now.
podcast at 6 a.m.
I know.
You know,
And now I'm like, is it going to effing be
I know.
endurance?
it is. It's fucking crazy. Because they could very well have considered that surfboard thing skill. You know what I mean? Like while we're all talking
Yeah.
about endurance, it could be skill. Because that can thing lasted a long time.
Yeah. And it did, for an endurance challenge, it didn't last all that long.
No, it didn't last long for endurance, and it didn't last long for endurance, and they could have had something huge planned because the saboteur would be going out this week. So it could be like a big, like they had the graduation planned when the endurance graduation. This could be like a big
Sabotage
themed event, like endurance. But that's
You're right.
good because we have Brendon on our side. You could easily win endurance, Brittany. Even if you don't think you can, I believe that you can.
The only thing that I can't handle, I feel like endurance-wise, is cold. Like, if I can keep moving somehow, I feel like I have a lot of better shot.
But think about it, if it's like a holding on to something thing.
I know, I just think they don't
Don't you
have to
do it?
squirt us with water. Because that was killing me last time, and the
Really?
water was not even as bad. I'm just really bad with cold stuff, but Matt says that he's really bad with cold stuff too. Like we've talked about it, and he's like, I'm really bad with cold because he has circulation problems, like his hands and feet are always cold, like mine. And he's like, I'm really bad with cold.
But the problem is with Matt that he just, I don't think he gives up.
I don't either.
He's not, I do not see him ever as someone that's going to give up. Do you feel like, where do you feel like Lane's at?
I feel like that Lane keeps everything inside. Like everything. So last night when I was going to bed, because Kristen had basically told me that she had Lane's vote.
Shut up.
Yeah, she basically told me that. So she's like, I have 3 votes. I know I have Kathy, Reagan, and Lane. And I was like, what? Yeah. So last night whenever I was about to go to bed, I jumped in Lane's bed and I was like, hey, who are you voting for? And he was like, well, I'm voting to keep Hayden. And I was like, okay, well, Kristen told me that you were voting. And he goes, yeah, I told her I am because I'm tired of her talking to me. He was like, I was trying to keep the conversation short and she kept going on and on. So finally I just said, hey, I'm definitely going to whether you want or not. It's Brendon.
Brendon.
Are you girls decent?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
What are you doing?
Whoa! Ho! Ho! Oh, whoa!
What is that?
Whoa.
Ice
Strawberry
cream.
shortcake
Yeah.
Strawberry cheesecake.
or whatever.
Where did the math stuff come from?
I brought it.
Rachel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Rachel.
Should we look good?
Yeah. So hot.
Yes. Remind me of tribesmen I once knew.
Rachel's. It's the new line of spa products
Ooh.
by Big Brother 12.
By Big Brother 12.
Bubble bath.
Who even made the bed?
Big Brother 12.
Big Brother
Spa
12.
products. Big Brother 12.
Rachel.
Mass covering.
Brendon, you have to make sure that you beat Matt.
Oh, I know. I know. Little red.
We've decided that we think it might be endurance.
I think so. Matt, there's no way. First of all, Matt, he's worked out for a month of his life. He's not going to be in shape. Like, if it's endurance, like pushing it physical, I'm going to beat him, hands down.
But Brendon, he is like a fighter.
He has some other effing willpower that
Yeah, he does have willpower.
Last fucking competition, the reason he stayed on that wall was because it was designed for somebody small. That competition, you can say what you want, it was designed for someone who was low center of gravity, small feet, stay on that platform.
Well, okay, listen. Brittany said that he's been walking around saying that he is going to win this
Which is
competition.
exactly what he did before he won
Last
the
time.
last one.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna win this one, there's no way, blah blah blah, and he's saying the same thing.
Has he mentioned trying to put us up again?
I haven't talked to him about who he would put up or game or anything like that. I don't think I've ever really talked to Matt about game.
Oh, I'm going to get it instead tomorrow, for sure.
But Brendon, he already said that he
I know,
wants to
fine.
make a deal.
But if he said that he doesn't want to make a deal with y'all,
Then he's going to put us up. I
Yeah.
think so too.
I think it's, you know what, I think who's going to come down tomorrow, physically, it's going to be me, Hayden, or Reagan. That's what I believe.
Reagan?
see, I would pick 3 totally different people.
Well, because I don't think it's going to be like hanging on endurance. If it's hanging on endurance, I got Matt beat. Matt doesn't have the strength.
Who would you pick?
Enzo, Matt, or Brendon.
Oh, yeah, true. I discount Enzo. Enzo might be able to do it too. Actually, it might come down to me or Enzo. Because if it's any endurance, where it's like going back and forth, running, Enzo's a soccer player, I'm a fucking runner.
I don't think it's going to be a back and forth running, Brendon. It's going to be something.
I don't know, Joe. I honestly
have
have
to build all day.
have like the fucking hot chocolate shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even if they did hot chocolate,
Not hot chocolate, but something along those lines.
the strategy to that was not even the running.
Right.
The strategy was in getting as much liquid as you could in your
It's covering
cup
it.
and not falling,
Mhm.
not falling down.
Yeah.
That was the strategy.
But it has to be speed too. All that aside, you still have to
like
have speed.
Kevin won that competition.
Yeah.
Kevin was probably
The least
him and
fit
Jordan were
to
the
pick.
least.
Yeah.
Very little movement,
Mhm.
physical movement, water, and like the wind snow stuff.
Yeah.
Like those are the elements that they always use. They blow wind on them. They pour rain on them.
Yeah, no, I know that. But it really was not like physically all that stressful.
Right, but I don't think most endurance competitions are. Like sitting on a swing.
Right.
BFG.
Yeah, but getting hit by
running on a
hitting
tree
that
top.
thing, having a
Yeah.
going around.
BFD. All you're doing is holding onto a key and walking. I mean, sitting there with a wedgie? Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Yeah.
That was not at all physical.
But still holding on.
I would have effing won that competition.
But it actually, I don't think it was about holding on. They weren't like, their wedgie, it wasn't like they just had to hold on to the thing. It was like they weren't using their weight to hold themselves up.
Mm-mm.
They were using,
Literally, it was willpower.
Yeah,
It was like, do I really want this? Because a lot of people don't want to be the first HOH
Exactly.
anyways.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, who knows?
But I don't think,
I want, no matter what he says,
I
I want
disagree
him
with-
more than him. I know that for a fact.
with
Matt may think that he fucking wants it, but
good. So
Matt wants it for the wrong. Matt wants it so he can fucking stab people in the back. I'm fighting to stay in this fucking game,
Okay.
and we've been doing it. We've been doing it the right way, the correct way. He's gonna fucking lie, cheat, and steal his way to the top. Like I said, I just hope he's not fucking lying about his wife. Because if I found that shit out,
I don't think he would lie about his wife.
I don't think so either.
That would be like terrible. I don't think he would lie about that. But I don't think Reagan, if it's endurance against like you and Hayden and Enzo and Lane,
I don't think Reagan would either.
have a chance.
well, Reagan is pretty strong. That's the thing.
He's strong, but he's.
But see, a lot of I think he just does like weights and
He's girl strong.
works out. Yeah. See, a lot of these, and that's even Hayden. I have it on too. Hayden is a baseball player. He's used to like sprint stuff and like short-term endurance. The person that's gonna pose the biggest threat to me in just the competition level is gonna be Enzo.
What about Lane?
Lane is too big and too strong. His weight is always gonna hold him back in any competition that's like physically enduring.
You think?
Oh, I know so. Because dense muscle is like it's hard for them to hold on. It tenses up. He's gonna cramp up faster.
Yeah.
So.
Where's
why-
Lane's head is at anyways?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see me out there lifting weights the
Do you
2
think that
days
Lane
before.
even would want to win HOH if he knows he's safe and good with everyone? I don't think he would. I think he's not going to try to compete until like the final 5.
Yeah, because I mean, he doesn't really have any.
You know what?
he's not
I
fighting
still
for
think
stuff.
that.
Yeah, and he has no one, like literally nobody's going to target him.
Yeah.
Rach, I still think that Reagan's pushing the fucking Kristen thing. He came out of the diary room and was like, I've never had a. I feel like every time I've had to say those goodbye messages, I've never quite been really sure that, I usually know who's going home. He's like, I just feel so unsure about it this time. I'm thinking he's just saying that to fucking, because it was just.
I think it'll be a 6-1.
But I think he's saying that to try to put it in his head that maybe it's not sure, so maybe me.
It doesn't matter though. You only need 4, and I know that there's you, me, and Enzo and Lane. Okay,
Yeah.
there's 4.
Yeah.
Sold. And if it doesn't go 6-1, good for you guys because that might piss off Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
sure.
true.
Yeah.
And I think that Reagan knows that.
I know. I think Reagan does know that for sure.
I'm sure it's hard for him emotionally, but come on.
You know. And I don't even know when Reagan and Kristen got that close.
When they started tickling each other.
Yeah, no shit. It was week. Yeah, the end of week 2 when she started to.
Be the cool girl.
Did you hear her? No, you weren't downstairs.
Oh god, what did she say?
She's just burping all the time again. It's really, really sick. Every time she burps, I'm like, can I go cast my vote now?
Yeah.
No shit.
Like, shut the
It's gross. Would you ever date a girl who did that?
No, it's gross.
Sick.
A burp here, a burp there. But
Like an accident, like when you're talking, you're like, oh, you know, or like.
it's like a girl who farts. Like really.
Yeah, if you're
I know what
tickling
happens.
a girl and she accidentally farts, it's like funny and embarrassing and you make fun of her forever. But a girl who just walks around farting,
It's so gross.
it's so sick.
So gross. It's so
It's not
irritating,
attractive.
too.
Not cute.
I think Kristen's definitely trying to be the cool girl, and
Well,
She wanted to be the guy's girl.
she
yeah,
did.
we knew that. Yeah, we saw that.
She wanted to get rid of the girls, skate by on Hayden. So
Matt and Reagan haven't said anything to you about trying to pick you up.
Matt and Reagan?
Yeah.
don't you feel like they follow you around like puppies?
No, I feel like I barely ever talk to Matt.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Like maybe just because we're in Jumanji.
Maybe.
And I talked to Reagan more lately, but I think that Reagan talks to everybody. They haven't mentioned anything to me. Like, I
Well,
swear to
because-
God, you guys, I'm the worst person to get information from because nobody talks to me about it. Even Lane. Like, last night I had to go ask Lane.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't say anything to me unless I directly ask him.
Well, the best thing is that you're.
That's so funny because like.
Lane likes you a lot.
Yeah, Lane likes you a lot, and people always say to Brendon and I, when they mention pairs, and I don't know if it's to try to like talk to us about it, but they're like, oh, I think Britney and Lane are a pair.
See, and I think Lane and Enzo are a pair.
That's what I think too.
It's funny because to me, I'm not a pair.
Right.
Like, I'm like on the outside. And to me, the pairs are Reagan and Matt,
Very obvious.
Lane and Enzo. It was Hayden and Kristen. Now Hayden doesn't have anybody.
Yeah.
Kathy's by herself, and then you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so to me, I'm like one of the people with no pair.
But you're with a triplet, Brittany. That's better.
Yeah. But it's just funny that people are like Lane and Britney because Lane talks zero game to me unless I get. And I don't like to ask him because he acts like he doesn't want to talk about it, honestly. Like if you ask him, he's kind of like.
Well, I told Rachel, I said, you know what? I mean, it would honestly make sense to me because everybody's been pushing the Lane, Enzo, Hayden.
Oh, the 3-person guy alliance.
Yeah, Kristen is the one who's pushing that hardcore, and Hayden would be pissed if he knew.
Do you think?
Kristen's been trying to convince me to vote for her because there's a guys alliance.
Oh yeah.
And if there's a guys alliance, all the girls are going to go home and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, listen. If there is a guys alliance, first of all, it's week 4, so
Yeah.
you need to chill the F out.
Yeah.
Second of all, some of those guys are going to get picked off between now and then, so why am I worried about it right now?
Yeah.
Third of all, if I got down to Final 4 with those 3 guys, they would be stupid to send me home.
Yeah.
Because who would you rather go against in an endurance competition for HOH?
Right.
Me or Hayden?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that would just be stupid.
And there's a lot of reasons that they weren't, but it's just, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, I hear a lot of rumors about this guys alliance, but I swear to you, I think it's just Kristen getting desperate.
I think it's Kristen being desperate. I think it's Matt and Reagan thinking it's a good idea to help them.
To keep Kristen here to be with them. That's another thing I'm worried about. I think that Matt
Well,
and Reagan want
even if
Kristen
Matt
here
and
to
Reagan
help them.
both vote for her and Kathy does too, that's only 3.
Well, they're not going to because she's right. They're going.
They're gonna see that it's
They're gonna
right.
And they're
know
gonna
that
flip.
nobody's gonna vote.
Well, because I know Matt was saying to vote against Kristen, but I don't believe it. I think it's Matt trying to pretend because he doesn't want anyone to know that he wants Kristen here.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt wants Kristen here, so him, Reagan, and Kristen can have a 3-person alliance.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're idiots if you don't align yourself with Kristen because
I think that would be stupid.
no matter who you are, she'll flip on you in any minute.
If she flips on Hayden,
Yeah,
she'll
right.
flip on anyone.
Exactly.
So
And
which-
her and Reagan were like really close.
Yeah.
Which Reagan and Reagan being so smart as a player, he plays way too personally in this game.
It was very, very personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's very emotional about the game.
Because even when it was between Andrew and Kathy,
Mm-hmm.
I remember him saying, he was like, but Kathy makes the beds.
I know.
And I'm like,
Are you kidding me?
you're not really gonna vote for somebody because they
They
can
make
make
the
a bed.
bed. Yeah,
Like, are
shit.
you? Is this? Are we joking? Are we playing Big Brother or America's Next Top Housekeeper? You're on the wrong game show.
Well, Kathy should be on that game show.
You're on the wrong
She would've
game
won.
show.
She would have won that one.
Like,
yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
he has a very emotional.
Next.
Well, the problem is everybody here. It's like as much as we would want to, I do want to get on floaters and all that. It's like
No.
that would just do us.
Well, that's what we said.
This is what we were talking about exactly. Okay. Next week is like super important because
Yeah.
the next week we're gonna have double eviction. So
Do you
when
think it's
people
week
are-
5 or week 6?
I think weeks like start of week
Yeah.
6. Like
Okay.
not this Thursday but next. And the easiest person to get out in a double eviction would be Kathy. Nobody would
I
be
know.
mad.
I know.
Nobody
Right.
has time to strategize, so it's like just go,
That's
go,
what I'm
go,
saying.
go, go. And she's like the standout person that everybody wants to go home.
Mhm.
So really to save her for a double eviction would be the smartest thing.
It would be the best thing.
Because then it's not like panic, people aren't freaking out, it's not two strong competitors on the block
Yeah.
with nobody able to talk
Right.
or make deals. It's like you put up Kathy and you put up the pawn, Kathy goes home
I
and
know,
everybody's
I know.
fine.
Yeah.
The thing that we've been struggling with, trying to think, is like who would you begin to want to put up Matt against to ensure that he goes home?
I don't think that you could put him up against anyone to ensure that he goes home.
Yeah.
And then who do you put him up not to piss other people off? Because obviously you don't want anyone else to go home. You want
Right.
Matt going home.
I think you would have to think about votes. You'd have to think about POV.
That would be huge because Matt playing for his life for POV, he might win.
You'd have to think
And then
about
you're
votes,
fucked.
you'd have to think about POV, and you'd have to think who is and who's not gonna be pissed off. So whoever you put up, you have to tell them before you put them
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, for sure.
And it also has to be someone that you have to know that you keep them in the house and they don't necessarily come right after you.
Right. See, the thing is you couldn't even put Kathy up.
No.
Because you can't
Sure.
trust that the guys, Reagan,
Right.
Hayden, Lane, and Enzo, you can't trust that they would do what you wanted.
I know.
And I
Because
think
at this
she-
point, some votes will outweigh the house. So
You have to think about who would definitely vote for Matt and who would.
see, the thing is
And the only person that would definitely vote for Matt would be Reagan. But to put Reagan up, that's a big risk because he's a good ally to have.
Right.
But see, I don't know, and that's what I'm wondering. Is it more beneficial to keep Reagan as an ally, or because I feel like Reagan's just gonna be cool, and then as soon as he needs to, he's gonna choose Matt over us.
But do you think people would send Reagan home over Matt?
No,
You don't know that though, because Matt's.
I don't know that, but I also know that. Oh fuck! I was gonna say Hayden, but if Reagan's voting, Matt's voting too. They're in the same. They're in the same boat. I could easily see Hayden wanting to send Matt home, because Matt was feeding Hayden bullshit to try to
When?
stir the pot with Kristen, Hayden.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
When we do trap 2 people today, you got trapped.
I did, yeah, but he left the trap
Oh, he left the
of
trap
his own free will.
willingly?
Yeah,
You can't do that.
I know. He trapped. He was trapping me.
With who?
With me. It was the final 2 trap reversal.
That is a final 2 trap reversal.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't backfire.
Who did I look at when I trapped them? And was it you? And I looked directly at you and I said,
Yeah. Shit's gonna be crazy in 24 hours.
Do you think we'll be up in the air?
I
Yeah.
think it would
I'm
definitely.
starting to think that we are.
I think
the
so.
endurance will definitely be in the air.
Yeah. Like seated, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it'll be like. I think it'll be different than the graduation challenge, but I think
yeah.
it'll be.
Yeah. That was their theme, though, of that season. You know,
Yeah.
there was the nerds, the jocks. It was a
Right.
high school theme.
And they were getting out of their cliques that
Yeah.
week. The challenge went in season 10 when they were up on the building and the building was shaking.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember how long that challenge lasted?
It went into the next show.
Yeah, I know, but like, did it last 8 hours? Did it last?
It looked like it, but I think that one was kind of like our surfboard,
Well, it was just the building rocking back and forth.
and it
right?
leaned forward too. So it creached forward, and then wind will be blowing at you, and like water.
Yeah, the wind and water stuff doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
It's famous last words. Watch. Water's gonna pour down and I'm gonna be like, ah! But like the wind and water and the surfboard challenge really didn't. It was a nuisance, but it
Right.
didn't throw me off in any way.
Yeah, that would have been our surfboard one. Because I remember
Him not trying to put us up on the block.
Will you open that door? I don't know why you closed it.
I just don't want the rest of the people.
Yeah, but if someone walks in, we can hear them walk.
The door's locked.
Oh. So then why do you leave that door closed?
Just fucking added protection.
Nobody can hear. But if Matt, I think if Matt puts us up, he sees that as obvious because he doesn't piss anyone off.
I know. Well, his whole thing is still trying to do the same thing he was doing week 2. And additionally, he's going to try to stir the pot. And, because Hayden already figured that out when he came over and talked. Like, you didn't say that? You didn't say that? I was like, no. And then he didn't want to tell me, but figured out real fast who it was.
He told Kristen and Hayden that Brendon and I were putting up Hayden and Kristen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
He told them that we were putting up a strong couple that fell early in competition, which was either Hayden and Kristen or you and Lane.
Yeah.
So
then I think he was saying that because he wasn't sure who was going to win.
And maybe that was a result of what happened, but I don't. That's still Kristen is somebody that couldn't be trusted no matter what.
Right. No.
So,
we talked about
but
it.
again, the point is that he's gonna try to fucking stir the pot, step out of the way, let people get each other, and laugh his little fucking, So he's very manipulative, and he'll lie to your face. He'll lie to anybody in this game. So.
And Brittany, I think you're in a good spot right now because I don't think.
It doesn't sound like I'm in a good spot if people think I'm in a freaking alliance with a
No,
woman.
but it doesn't matter because nobody sees Lane as a threat.
Right. And I don't think anyone sees you as a threat. And I don't know.
I'm not.
Yeah. But I don't know.
I mean, the only person who I was like in a pair with was Monet.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And now Monet is gone.
Yeah. No, you're fine, and nobody's.
And I don't think anyone would think that you're in an alliance with us.
But what I think honestly
You don't think so? I get freaked out about it.
I think what Matt
But I
pushed.
think it's like paranoia.
I think so too. But I don't think. And especially, I think people might think you and I are friends, but I definitely don't think they would think that you were in an alliance with me and Brendon. Because I think they would just assume that you wouldn't do that, which is good for all 3 of us.
Right.
But the biggest thing is now that we need to figure out, the 3 of us need to figure out who is strategically best for us all to go. Like who would be coming after us. I don't think Lane would come after us really at all.
See, I really wanted to work with Reagan. I thought Reagan would be a great person, but there's 2 things that Reagan's revealed about his personality that, first of all, he's fucking being manipulated as shit by Matt.
Yeah.
He's gonna do what Matt wants, which is stupid.
I know. Hayden could
easily win.
Absolutely. Like I said, I think it's gonna be something that's gonna be a little bit more catered to an athlete. And I don't think Matt is an athlete in any shape or form. So, because he was able to stand on little mini surfboards and he's a little mini guy, that doesn't tell me anything. So, like I said, do you feel like we're still safe if Reagan wins?
I just don't know, Brendon. I don't know who Reagan would go.
Well, see, but here's the thing. I will say this. We view one of his weaknesses, we forget that it is also an advantage because he's emotional, which means you can always going to be able to appeal to him and be like, are you kidding me?
The thing I'm scared of, Brendon, like I told you before, is that I'm scared that Reagan might think about putting like you up, keeping me off, and putting up like who knows who next to you.
Yeah, but if he does that, then he lied to us straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, which happens in this game, but again, I think that there's people in this game who have no problem lying anytime. I think there's people who have a problem lying way too early.
Well, and I think if Reagan put one of us up and not the other, that would be stupid, and I don't think he's that stupid of a player.
Yeah, which means I get a good shot at pulling you off, you get a good shot at pulling me up. So.
Yeah, that's true. I feel
And
like
as soon as he does that,
if either one of you go up, we'll both go up.
and if he does that, then he's doing exactly what Matt wants to do too. So he just loses his status as a semi-neutral player because everybody still views him as like this non-threatening sort of.
Do you think if like most people would win, do you think if they would put Brendon and I up, that they would send Brendon or whoever, one of us home and then the other one home the next week?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if they would be like, oh, because it's like, it seems like when a pair loses one of their people, the other person sort of falls off the radar. Mm-hmm. Like if Kristen goes home this week, nobody cares about getting Hayden out. Yeah. I mean, Hayden's without a paddle. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think that it's the same thing might happen for you guys. Yeah. Like if Brendon went home, you would be without a paddle. So people would think that you were weak, or vice versa.
And the good thing is, like, Hayden's position now, letting him know that Matt is pushing to get him out is beautiful for us.
Yeah, and he could very easily win a church.
Mm-hmm. And I have no doubt that he will try to send Matt home as well.
I think he will.
So.
Which is good. Because, plus I don't think Hayden is prepared to go against certain people in the game.
Well, Hayden's obviously, after his ordeal with Kristen, very manipulative too. I mean, very easily manipulated. Mm-hmm. He's going to listen to what people tell him, and you know what I mean? So if he feels like, and we were straight up with him the whole time, you know what I mean? So I think he could, if we want to, at some point, get back to trusting us very easily. Because we were sincere about, we weren't going to put him up. Mm-hmm. The person we were going to put up was Kristen for saying that she would put us up. And she's so stupid. It's like, it's so dumb. Like, they're both dumb players. Like,
yeah, she's just really...
How do you target the people that you're going after in the game, like, so obviously? Mm-hmm. And bank on the fact that they're not going to win.
Yeah.
So that's the stupidest thing you can do.
Well, it's like what Matt's doing. When someone tells you...
She's trying to avoid her game talking to me tonight. I've been able to...
You know, I know who I'm going to vote for today, but say like on Monday, I had, given the way this house goes, mine's always like, like everyone else's, go fight for your votes. And, I'm not going to tell you don't have my vote, and I'm not going to tell you do have my vote right now.
Right.
Who knows what happens tomorrow? You might pull an Andrew,
Right.
So, and I hate telling them that too. But I know they want a definite answer early on so they can really plan out how many votes they have, but I can't give them that. But they'll understand. Would you rather be first or out this week or out next week?
Go out 4th or 5th.
Go out before jury house or go out first on in jury house?
well, Matt will completely disagree with this.
Probably.
But I love this game so much that I want as much of the full experience of this as I can get.
Right.
So even though in the short term I would like to be with my dog, I would like to be home, I would like to be around my friends, I'd like to have a few weeks of actual vacation before going back to school, I know that in the long run, when I'm reflecting on this experience, I'll want to have spent more time with all of you. I'll want to have felt what it was like to be a jury member.
And be part of the, you'll always be part of the show, even, like Kristen and them. But, like, I'm the same with you. I would definitely want to make it to jury to get the full experience
or
of this.
Win. Or get into the final three. But the fuller my experience can be, the more complete I'll feel with it.
I set my goals in stages. My first goal was make it to jury, just probably like y'all's and a lot of other people.
My first was don't be the first out.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. But I forgot who I was asking. Like if Andrew, Annie, and Monet are at home watching on Wednesday nights, when it airs, and say they're with their friends, and they see us on TV, I wonder if they feel that, oh wow, they're kind of celebrities in their eyes now.
Yeah.
We're still.
You were talking about that in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, I think that, like for instance, coming back on finale night, I feel like they probably rightfully feel like their experience is incomplete.
Yeah.
That they have unfinished business.
Right.
That they wanted more.
Like they made it this far and then they
Why
cut
not?
short.
Right. And then when you look at finale night, the jury and the finalists are up on that stage the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
They get legitimate questions, legitimate time to talk. Mm-hmm. The experience is qualitatively different for the people who make it to at least the jury. Mm-hmm. And then the 4 people who don't get brought in separately later. They're lucky if they get one question. Yeah. It's a different. And I'm not just saying it's like the amount of time you have on finale night, but it's the overall experience. Yeah. And people tend to remember everybody who makes it to at least the jury.
Oh, yeah. When I use my coup d'etat tomorrow, I won't put you guys up then so that you can be in the jury, huh?
So we can't be in the jury?
So you will. I'll make sure not to put you guys up tomorrow when I use it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you, man.
I disagree.
The thing that sucks most about this week, and I've said it to a few other people, is when you think about who you want to spend the rest of your summer with, who's still in this house, compared to who you definitely do not want to.
Sucks.
That's the part that sucks the worst.
Right.
Because one of them should not be leaving this room.
Right.
Either one of them.
Right.
Yeah. No bullshit.
And it's no offense to anybody else. I'm just thinking of
deservedness.
Right. And also just who you want to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
I'd still rather go out this week than next week. But I'm not like a super fan of the show either. Which probably is kind of more of your reason for wanting to go to
Right.
Well, I'm not a super fan of it, until like a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's when I started.
And then when I watched it, I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It is an awesome game. It's one of the best games, or the best game out there.
Yeah, like one that bug bites you. Yeah.
I never watched it. I've always heard of Big Brother, but I've never watched it because I always thought it was a soap opera.
Yeah.
I never watched it. But there's a crap ton of people that are fans of it. I love reading, I haven't, this past couple months I've read it. Like not really bloggers, but like people that leave comments on like some sites. One will be like, yeah, I tried out, I went on casting, and it's in God's hands now if I make it, and they'll be like, oh, did you go last year too? And they're like, yeah. They go like 6 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I think most of us, our first try, we got it.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, me neither. I think Andrew tried out for season
4,
4, and I think one other person tried out one other time. But
That's crazy.
Wow. Kathy,
Oh, did she?
she's tried out a couple times.
oh
No
really?
kidding.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember
Yeah.
her saying that.
Wow. That's crazy. We got lucky, man.
God,
They know what they want when they cast.
going through that experience multiple times would be hard.
Oh, can you imagine?
No,
That's disheartening.
straight up no.
Yeah,
Like,
give up. To get turned down, and then like go all the way again to get turned down again.
yeah.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Fans will be coming.
Hearing that cheering is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think both of these people are gonna get crazy applause no matter who leaves.
Give me a break.
They get what?
Crazy applause no matter who leaves.
People are gonna go ape shit for them.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
But I think, besides a couple, oh well, I think the rest of the people in this house now are going to get big
Oh, yeah,
applause.
me too.
You know, it's going to be ridiculous.
Do you think it's more fucked up if I talk to them together?
Huh?
I don't know.
Is it more fucked up to talk to them together?
I don't know.
I feel like if I talk to them separately, the one who I'm saying no to is gonna try to,
Dissuade you.
Yeah, persuade you. Yeah, talk to them together.
this sucks. This sucks.
I always get nervous. Every live show, I've been nervous at the very beginning. Every one of
Really?
them.
For
It's
what?
like going out for a state game, you know, right before you run out of the tunnel. I don't know why.
I mean, even if you're not up or nothing, doesn't
Yeah.
happen, dude.
It's my hands get sweaty at the very first 5 minutes sitting down on the couch.
When we're just waiting for the tape segments to go through.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the gameplay. It's just,
Everyone's watching.
you know, yeah, I'm on live TV
I
in
know.
front of millions.
The clapping is the cheering is the stuff that makes me go.
Yeah.
It's your bones chill.
Yeah, and then I gotta start breathing in and out my nose.
I wonder if the live audience, I think I've said it before. I think that the live audience gets to see us milling around the house a little bit right before the live show starts.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And that's crazy to think that they're just on the other
Yeah.
side of that wall.
And to them, that is amazing, you know, to
Yeah.
see. They're like, we're right here.
If I
They're
were,
right.
if I were like in previous seasons,
Yeah.
if I'd been in the audience for a live show, I would have been like,
Yeah.
they're just right there.
Yeah, they're just on the other
And
side.
they're
of
so
the wall.
excited to get to see anyone walk out that
I
house.
know.
And like,
I would be too. I would go.
that's a major celebrity to them. Especially that one guy who shows up every week.
I know. But there are people saying, you know, how can you get finale tickets? How can you get tickets? It was crazy.
I think finale. I think that's all loved
People
ones
you know and-
friends.
yeah.
Because they can't fit that many people in.
Would we get to bring family?
Oh no,
the
that's
jury?
what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think that the final 3 probably get their whole family. Not the whole family, but a
Yeah.
good portion of their family. I think jury probably gets a couple people, and then I think the first 4 out probably get to bring a person.
Oh, you think even Annie and them will get to bring some?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Paid for by CBS?
No, not paid for by
Oh,
CBS.
they'll
No.
just get a ticket.
In
to the
fact,
Who do you think is paid for? Just final 3?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think my parents would, And family would come down here no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if they couldn't come to finale, only a couple of them, they would come no matter what because they would get to see me afterwards.
Right.
And we would fly back together.
I think my mom would definitely come.
Yeah.
I would hope my family would, but
Because they've never.
I'd really like for my sister to come.
Yeah, I want all. I don't know if my brother can. He'll be in September in football. He plays, college ball, so I don't know if he'll be able to go.
Probably not.
He'll
What
be on a
college?
Wednesday, Midwestern.
Okay. If I got like 3 people, I'd like my mom, my sister, and then my friend Mike, who is a big fan of the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he lives in LA, and he's the one who like has been looking after my place since I've been gone, and so I know that like he deserves it, and I most want people to come who would really appreciate getting to see the house, getting to see the backyard, getting to meet, like Julie. And
towards the end, so those competitions that are more geared towards like remembering shit that went on in the house. So.
Well, and they haven't had to remember anything that goes on.
I
in
think
the
the
house.
first time we're gonna have to remember something is like week 7 or week 8.
Me too. But that's good because like Brendon and I go over it like every night. I'm sure you do too.
I do too. Like
I know
POV
Matt does.
winners, evictions, HOHs, who's been on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Matt goes over it every night.
Yeah, Matt does a really good job. He told me this the other day with like remembering what happened each day.
Yeah.
Like what happened day 28, what happened day 29. Like
He remembers what happened. Like the big things or like stupid little things. Like
everything.
Matt, please exchange your microphone with one in the storage room.
He told me that the other day.
he's a good player.
Because we were all talking about what we were good at, and I'm bad with numbers. Like, I'm bad when it comes to... And just probably an hour and 10.
Wow. What did you think me, Monet? Like hour and a half?
I thought y'all were playing an endurance competition. I was like, Michael, can you redo the rules again? I thought y'all had been there for like an hour.
I don't know
an hour and 45
I don't know what
minutes.
Monet was doing, but my strategy was to drop after Monet.
She was counting, but it was obviously like the slowest counting ever. She
Yeah.
said that she was counting the whole time, but she
Really?
said I kept losing my count and blah blah blah. That's why I was very specific with how I kept.
When I
the
remembered
numbers.
that the same thing you remembered, I remember too. But the problem was, I felt like we were both I was trying to win the POV. I wanted to be like the fucking closest.
I think
to
that
it.
was the problem with our strategy. Me and Brendon's strategy with that one was that we both had the opportunity to have a really good strategy, and instead of having a good strategy, we both got greedy to win the POV. And then
No, you didn't. You.
my strategy
used
was to drop
strategy.
after
But if,
Monet.
if it was a situation where you did not want either one of us to win POV, that's a very easy POV to guarantee that
It
someone
is.
doesn't win.
I know Brendon should have dropped right after you.
Well,
like
the problem-
literally
Right.
the second after, and I wait till Monet drops the second after.
That's exactly.
The problem was
right.
is we didn't know where Enzo and Lane were, so I didn't know what they would do with it.
Yeah.
So it was a poor strategy on our part.
Yeah, that was the worst.
I'm okay with that though, because I got off the block.
Well, yeah, you weren't going home anyways, but still, you didn't. Nobody feels
I'm okay
comfortable
with
no matter
that.
what.
But historically, the person who survives week 2 wins the game. And you know who survived week 2?
Matt. I know.
Which means we need to take that motherfucker out.
I think that that's just like a.
It is. Nothing here is set in stone. I know
Right.
that. That's the one thing I learned.
How am I masked still wet?
Because you're probably sweating, are you not?
Yeah.
Your mask is like 100 colors, is mine.
Is it? No, yours is pretty one color.
Yours is 1,000 colors.
Ooh, it is. Yeah, like the really dry parts are like light.
Yeah.
Yours is all still kind of dark. So maybe it's not dry. Maybe.
Mine's dry.
Feels dry?
Mm-hmm.
Parts of mine still feel wet. I know, I think that we need to strategize.
Do we look
better for
really cute right now?
Mm-hmm. Way sexy.
These are fun. I want some of my HOH basket.
I know.
Oh, you
guys
had
hear
them in
that?
your HOH basket?
No, I asked for them in my HOH basket. I have this one, and I brought 4, but that's the only one I could find right this second. But I have the avocado one too, and then I had another green one and another chocolate.
I bet
like
we
the chocolate
could
one.
make some too.
We totally could with the real avocados.
And like honey.
Well, the honey and oatmeal ones are really good,
Yeah.
but I don't know if we. Oh, we do have real oatmeal because I asked.
You want it?
Or yeah, I want it. I didn't ask for it.
I was gonna say.
No, they gave it to me.
Yeah.
I think to be funny.
That's what I thought too.
Well, Brendon, maybe if you can just like try to be friends with this 3-guy alliance. Make it a 4-guy alliance.
Find out if there is such a freaking thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm actually pretty good. I think
it's
are.
a fabrication of Kristen's
It is a
desperation.
fabrication. It is a fabrication. Because let me tell you why. You have 2 people in that 3-person alliance that want no part of an alliance.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact. I mean, Enzo even, he's like, dude, I've just been trying to be friends with everybody around here. And, you know, and then Lane does it the same deal. As soon as they pick a side.
Yeah, Lane won't tell me anything unless I get nervous and ask him. Because Lane and I are not in an alliance. Like, Lane, let's be in an alliance. We've never said anything like that. But I kind of know we're friends and he's got my back.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're friends. I feel like he's my big brother. That's how I always describe him. I'm like, he treats me like he's my brother.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my brother's in the house sometimes.
Well, and the same thing with Enzo. Like, I feel like we're cool with Enzo. You know, I feel like
I think we're cool.
for the fact that him and I stayed up there, knowing that we could have been handing out the second week, like I told him, I was like, I got a tremendous amount of respect for you.
Like last night, because I had heard Kristen had 3 votes or whatever, I had to go to Lane and ask. Like, Lane would never come up to me and be like, hey, who are you voting for? He keeps that stuff to himself.
He does?
I had to go specifically say, Lane, who are you voting for? And he's like, why are you asking me that? He does not like to talk about it.
No, he doesn't, because he doesn't want anybody to know anything or think anything. He's afraid he's going to pull himself out into the target zone.
Yeah, he's very secret. And I think it's a good strategy.
I think it is too.
And he's not like trying to be sneaky. He just
No.
like doesn't like to say anything.
I think it's just.
Because he knows he's still pretty neutral as a player. So.
And in this house, it will get him far.
Yeah.
Because this game, nobody in this house wants to pick sides until they have to.
Yeah.
But eventually, you're going to be outnumbered if you wait too long.
Yeah, you can't go through this game by yourself.
No, you can't.
I agree with you there. I just feel like for next week, the best thing to do is save Kathy for a double eviction week, and everybody can just relax and just whatever. And tomorrow's HOH.
So you think that this week
Will make all
we're
the
gonna have so week 5 we're gonna do our thing, put somebody up, POE, all that normal, and then next Thursday then we're gonna have a fucking one
A full week in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's the week after?
I don't think so. It could be, but I don't think
Because
it is.
Annie should have probably something should have had this happen this week.
Yeah.
Did she have to make it through week 5 or 2 week 5?
2 week 5.
That's what they said.
So she would be leaving
This week.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So since she's not here, they make up that time next week. Double evictions are like really common.
You don't,
Big
think,
Brother.
you don't think they could have a fucking double eviction tomorrow?
No.
I don't think so, and here's the reason I don't think so, because they would send one person home and one person to jury.
Oh, and you said that they would say something the night before, right?
Right, and they say everyone needs to pack their bag.
And it's
Oh, that's
way
true.
too early to send someone to the jury house. They would literally be there for
Right.
a month and a half.
You're right.
They don't want to staff a jury house right now.
Yeah,
No.
true.
And that's why I think if they did double eviction week, they'd send 2 people to jury at one
At the
time.
same time.
Yep.
I agree.
I think so too. First, like,
Wait, what makes you think that they have to tell us the night before?
they have to because everyone has to pack
Because
their bags.
everyone
okay,
packs their
okay.
bags.
Everyone packs their bags.
Okay. And that's a very good reason. So I say
Everyone packs and puts their bags in
I
storage.
say we try to send that out next week. And then do save Kathy for the double eviction.
That's what needs to happen. She needs to just.
Everybody can and then we fucking all just drink a shitload of alcohol.
Kathy could care less though. I mean, all
I
she
know.
wants is to be to that jury house
Just
anyways.
fucking drink her root beer.
So if she goes, yeah, she'll get a root beer. She'll be fine.
Man, I wish I could go to the jury house. I just know how much root beer is there.
I wish that she would get to jury and ask for root beer, and they'd be like, they don't sell those in California.
Oh, you know what? We'll have to, but Ralph's doesn't have their own brand of root beer.
Ralph's doesn't make root beer. We have Tom's. It's called Root
Root bar.
Root Bar. Do you want to try that? It's all natural.
It has no sugar.
I
It's
hate
made
Tom.
from tree bark.
Tom needs to get fired from the Big Brother game.
Funny. I think that is hilarious.
So I think I'm gonna win HOH tomorrow.
Good, Brendon.
I just want to tower over Matt and be like, what?
Well, you know what else, Brittany? Even though you know Lane doesn't like to talk games, since you are close with him and you really like him, if Brendon did win, that would really push. I feel like we could use that to push Lane to want to be like an alliance, and then.
Well, is there other people that you would want to work with in this house that you trust enough to be like 100% and not go back on the word, and actually try to fight in every? Because this is why I convinced Enzo. I felt like about. I talked to him a little bit, felt him out about her not going up on the block, and I was just like, I said people are talking alliances. I said, yeah, I mean, some people are putting. Like if you want to work with somebody in this house and they're not even gonna fight for you, I mean, if somebody else wants HOH, you get thrown up. They're like, I tried for the POV, sorry, and you're gone.
Right.
And Enzo was like, yeah, you know what I mean, which is fucking true,
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there anyone else you think that you would trust? You think actually would fight?
I think I would want to like establish something with Lane, but not till like later on in the game.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't want to
It's
like.
too early?
It's too early.
You think it's too early to form like a.
No, but as a player, do you feel like he's a stronger player to have an alliance with in this game?
Then.
I mean, just in
anybody
general.
else?
Then Enzo.
I think that Hayden is a really good player, but I think that Lane is too.
I think
they both are.
Me too.
But I would be hesitant to approach him like right now.
But see, the
I don't
thing
know,
is,
wait.
what if like, okay, so what if Brendon won? Then that means that would look like, I feel like, to the rest of the house, like, this is my thing. If Brendon wins and he's HOH again, then it looks like to the rest of the house, like, shit, I either need to be with them or fucking scared of them.
Yeah.
So I would think that would almost want to push Lane.
And it might.
Like him, to like, and if we had 4 people on our side, Brittany, then we would like literally get to the final 4 easy.
Yeah.
Easy. And we could keep, if Lane loves fucking Hayden, we could keep Hayden until the final 5. And if Hayden took out one of us, then you know what I mean? But it's like, if you either make a final 4 or final 5 deal, then that's like an easy way to play the rest of the game.
Especially right now when all you need is 3 votes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But whoever we choose for this final 4 has to be somebody that
Has to be someone you
has
trust
to,
and
has to be something that's gonna carry their own weight.
carry their own weight. Yeah.
Because that's my biggest thing. Is like, because we know that we're gonna be huge targets. So
Yeah.
it's
You
great
need
for
to
anyone.
fight.
It's great for anyone to want to be alliance with us because they're gonna fucking we go up. They try in the POV. I'm sorry, I didn't win. Boom, one of us is gone.
Yeah.
Or it'll be good, but it's really good for someone because if you have that like final 4 thing or whatever, and then they can always save, as long as they can save it with 3 votes. All you need is 3 votes. All that would need to happen would one of us come off the block.
That's what I'm saying. Every time.
Who is your biggest fear to win HOH next week?
Yeah.
But do you guys not think that if Matt won HOH, you might could use your $5,000?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For
we have no doubt.
Sure, I have no doubt, but I don't want to do it.
That's like a
Because-
fucking emergency.
And it's only week 5.
Yeah.
That's really early to
I mean,
do
could you imagine
$5,000.
using that thing on like week 7 or week
Yeah.
8?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but if it keeps you in this game.
Yeah, but
If it at least keeps one of you off the block. What if you didn't even make it keep both of you off the block?
fuck that. It's all or nothing. We don't
I
know.
would think all or nothing too.
Yeah. If Matt tries to play, fuck him.
But then the
'Cause
problem is, Brittany, who is he going to put up? Because we have to worry about you too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Matt would put you up, but if he doesn't put Brendon and I up, who would he put up?
Yeah.
He put somebody up on the other side.
And it's not just me.
Matt, I
Brendon,
told you,
it's all
you may
three of
think
us.
that Matt sleeps in the same room, so he's not gonna put up anyone. Matt can give a fuck. Matt is a rat. He'll
Yeah,
turn
but
on
I
anyone.
think he's a rat, but he also wants to make sure that whoever he puts up is
He's gonna go for
guaranteed.
Kathy. If he puts anybody else, it's probably gonna be up against Kathy because he's gonna have to do the same thing we would have to do to get him out. He's gonna have to put up another strong player who people like, and then he's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Matt is gonna try to skate in the middle of this as long as he can. He kept us in the house because I think, honestly, I don't think it was because he felt a little bit of compassion or that we're gonna vote for him in the jury house. I think it was that he realized if one of us wins, he's going the next week.
Yeah.
Which happened.
Yeah.
And so now he's fucking thankful that he did it. But again, now he feels like, okay, well, only one of them is competing, so.
Yeah. And now, Brittany, we have to worry about all three of us. So it's not just can I use the $5,000 to keep me running off the block?
Yeah.
Because if Matt goes and puts you up, then we can't have you go. Like, you have to be here.
And then if even I won POV, he would just put up the other person.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot.
I know, that's why I'm trying to lay so under the radar.
I know. That's smart. I think you're doing
Well, you're
what you need
fine,
to do.
because you have no other girls hanging out with in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and as long as you're just hanging out with me, I think that it makes sense. But I do think if it's me and Brendon, that if the three of us were like buddy, they're gonna be like, why are they all hanging out? But if it's just me, I don't think anyone's gonna be like
Weird about
it.
No, I don't either. I think it's okay.
Because you're the one only girl.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do? Hang out with Kathy.
That's it. Oh my god, after tomorrow it's just me, you and Kathy. Kathy is gonna be on
Dude,
us,
Kathy-
like,
Oh my god.
I-
Seriously.
I just like I walk past the fucking cabana room and she's just like, look at her eyes, like you're just like, dude, why do you always look like you're depressed? Or, like,
she's gonna
She
be
is.
trying to leech on.
So bad. So bad. And it's so funny because she is the one.
get a picture of me and me hating Kristen, please.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
Did you get to shout out to Nick or no?
No.
I didn't think they would let you.
They won't let me shout out to anyone. Sorry. But I did talk about you a lot.
Okay.
So Nick read all about our dealings, which I'm sure he saw on TV anyways.
I'm sure he sees me talk about him every freaking day.
Every minute of every day.
Who's that?
What up?
Rachel in here?
Yeah. Come on, they're in the bathroom.
Oh, never mind.
Matt, come here.
They're just chilling.
No, I was just gonna say, Rich, Reagan's not doing abs, but I was just gonna run through it, and I was gonna get you because I told you I would. But
Oh, thanks.
what the fuck is happening in here?
We're having masks.
Okay. Where'd you get
That's why I
that?
wanted you to come in and say
I brought
hi to us
him.
because we look
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Sexy.
You guys are kind of creeping me out, so I'm just gonna go downstairs. But I was just letting you know.
Thank you.
Okay.
You guys are doing after
Delicious.
house?
No,
The
I'm just
backyard's not open, is it?
no, I'm just in the living room.
You're doing it in the
or
living room?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and getting me.
Is Reagan asleep?
whatever. Yeah. No, he's wandering around somewhere. I don't know.
What time is it?
Hold on, let me see.
9 o'clock?
No.
10:17.
10:17.
10?
He was going to bed at 10.
Good.
Bye,
I
Matt.
think he is.
No.
They got like mud
Maybe we
masks
could,
on.
A water, or we go hang out with the other guys. I don't
So he
think
doesn't
that's
go
fine.
fucking touch.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go bust up some game talk?
Yeah.
really,
Bust
that
up some
shit.
game talk. You don't have to worry about getting me water. I'm fine.
Well, I'll get myself some water.
Nice.
All right.
Bust up game talk. Because I don't feel like Matt came up here to ask me to do abs.
Oh, I know.
Is Rach in here? No, it's just Brendon and Brittany hanging out.
So Brendan and Brittany are in the bath. What if you answered the door? Brendan and Brittany are in the bathtub doing masks.
Doing masks. Yeah. So what do you want? You want to get the time to talk? I can't even do it.
Oh my god,
Mine's gonna talk. Listen, Brittany. I just don't want her to get away.
I'm like, I just think that there's like this guy. Oh my gosh.
So stupid.
The crazy eyed killer.
Oh my god.
That makes me laugh so hard every time I think about it.
It's stupid. Yeah, I don't think Matt came up here at 10 o'clock to ask me to do fucking abs. Especially when he knew that we were going to take a bath, because he was sitting right there.
And Brendan needs to be best friends, okay?
I know. I told him. I tell him all the time. I'm like, go be best friends with all the guys. And be in this 3-person guys alliance.
Be in this guy's alliance.
Be in the guys alliance.
It's 10:15.
I can't believe that.
Just shoot my face off. I want to go outside.
This day.
This day has been
Retarded.
horrendous.
And we only woke up 12 hours ago.
Gross. Don't even say that. That makes it more depressing.
I know.
Like, I've only been awake for 12 hours and I napped for half of it.
I know.
That's pretty bad. Are you making pancakes tomorrow?
Sure. Do you want regular or do you want
I want
banana?
Rego.
Regos? Okay, I can do that. That'll be good. Well, at least, Brittany, you know that you're in a good place.
Hope freaking so.
But I think you're so right. I think Matt, and that's another thing I told Brendon. If Matt did win, I think he would definitely. I don't even think that he would try to make a deal. I think he would fucking automatically say, give me the $5,000 and I won't put you out. But I'm just worried that he might try to go after like you or something. You know what I mean?
What they were gonna do.
Oh,
that's what she said.
Gosh.
I was listening for information. You did a great job listening, Kathy, because you sure as heck didn't tell me and Monet anything.
Right.
So good job with your listening skills.
Yeah.
I was listening.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Just please stop talking. She told me that she was up here folding her towels because she was listening.
Listening for information. What? Does she think that just because everyone's on this I hate Rachel and Brendon bandwagon that she needs to join it?
I guess.
I guess it's like,
I'm not with anybody. Everybody thinks I'm with Rachel and Brendon. But I'm just listening.
And nobody thinks you're with Rachel and Brendon anymore. Obviously, we know that you're not. Because we can't stand you.
She's like, I was just listening. I'm like, Kathy, you're way too lax of a game player to go lurking around anywhere listening for anything. You don't even care about this game. All you want to do is make a jury. Like, why would you be listening? What are you listening for?
Information.
Oh my god, it's so funny when Reagan does Kathy though, because he goes like this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that makes me die every time.
It makes me die every time too. Listening for information.
That's all I was doing.
So funny. And I really like Reagan. I just don't like the fact that he's so close with Matt.
He is really close with Matt, which is like really odd.
I feel like it's really odd too. But Matt and him have the same kind of like sense of humor, I think.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, it's always going to be hard because like honestly we could sit here and this is like you said, like week 5. Like who the hell knows what's going to happen in the next part of the game?
I know, like this actually starts the game.
The game, it does.
Like
Everything
up to now has been like
room sessions with other house guests.
pre-operational.
Mm-hmm.
And like now we're getting into
the game. Yeah, I agree.
Like this is a whole new game.
I agree.
Week 5.
Mm-hmm. Whole new game.
Whole new game. Like basically that was the last mean goodbye message we ever said because from now on you have to be nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you need their votes. You're
exactly.
like, I loved having you here.
Yeah.
And then they go home and watch the season and you're like dogging on nonstop.
The whole time.
Like when Kathy leaves, will be like, you were so sweet. You're like a mom to me. I will miss your cigarettes.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
I'm gonna miss your secondhand smoke. I've never smelled anything like it.
And if I had root beer, I would totally.
If I had a root beer, I would have shared.
I would have shared every root beer.
Kathy, you know I would have saved your root beer.
Yes. Oh God.
No, we have to start being nice.
Oh, I'm glad I got to be the mean in this goodbye message to Kristen.
Your last mean goodbye message.
But I think it's good that we're gonna be the last 2 girls because I don't think the guys will come for us directly.
Mm-mm.
But I do.
I don't either. And I told Hayden that. I said, listen, I know you're upset. I know that Kristen's like your BFF.
One of us has to win this.
Yeah.
We gotta just keep winning. We can't stop. Are you still stressed? Like, are you still nervous?
Not as much anymore.
Good.
Especially with that, because I think I have Britney too. So
Yeah,
3-8.
yeah, I think you do too.
But Brendon told me too.
Yeah.
That he was on to keep.
It'll be 6-1. Kathy keeps bringing the oddball votes.
Poor thing. I told Kathy though. Because Kathy was upset about like who she's gonna vote for, and I was like, just vote for Kristen.
Yeah.
She needs to get at least 1 vote.
can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to get this on, man. 24 hours from now, the house is going to be crazy.
It's going to be flipped.
People are either going to be freaking out, scampering, or them two are going to be in a fucking tizzy all night. But either way, shit's going to be nutty in here in a day.
If Brendon wins tomorrow, he's not winning.
Yeah, we got to just get that out of our heads.
Yeah, he's not.
We're talking game.
Yeah.
You want to come join?
Despicable.
Sorry.
Despicable.
How you doing?
I've had better days.
Yeah. Me too, if that makes you feel any better. I heard Britney saying the more they work out there, the less she thinks it's endurance.
Why?
I don't know.
I think the opposite.
Me too.
I think so too. Like I was in here, I was half asleep. I heard her say it, so I was like,
Well, she sold that it was going to be skill even before then.
I don't know that it's endurance as much as I just think it's something that's not going to end on the live show.
no.
Like even if it's skill, but it's a long thing. So I don't know if that's endurance or not, but whatever it is ain't going to end on the live show. Because this is going to be like a tension builder.
Like, I think with the hot chocolate. Remember the hot chocolate one?
Yeah.
Would you consider that endurance? Or
Well, like that or the
skill?
drop in the cans. I mean, that lasted long, but it wasn't.
Skill.
So it might be something like that. I just don't think, because this is going to be crazy for the viewers. Like everyone knows if Brendon wins, it sucks. So like they're going to want to carry that over to make people like wonder who won it.
Oh, yeah.
So whether it's endurance or skill, I don't think it's ending tomorrow night before 6. It's gonna be a crazy night. I can't wait. I went to put in my HOH requests, like for shit I need if I win. I'm like, I'm gonna be winning HOH this week or next, so I just want to put in some requests for you guys to make sure you had them ready.
Nice.
Just started laughing.
I did the same thing last week though, and it didn't pan out.
What'd you need? What'd you ask for?
Deodorant.
Yeah, that's what I asked for too.
I asked for some different deodorant.
No more Toms.
I asked for some different protein.
Oh, that's a good idea. No one's been called the DR for quite some time, right?
No.
Let's see if they'll let me comb my hair. This is getting stupid.
Comb your hair?
Cut.
Oh.
Matt, tell me what time it is, wait.
10:30.
Today sucks, dude. It's like the longest day of my life. It's just creeping by. I know Kristen and I both really appreciate you offering your place.
You're welcome.
It's a big deal. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, she just found out this is a gift? Yeah. Like they told her that in the DR. They called her in there and they're like, hey, did you know that there's like a prize at the end of this? It's like a game. She's like, oh, this is summer vacation.
I thought we were at sleepaway camp.
Yeah, I thought this was summer vacation.
I was wondering.
Oh, I'm supposed to be playing a game?
Game?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I wonder, like, if I could be a fly on the wall in her interviews to get on this show. Like, what? I bet they were like, I am a fighter, and
I'm a deputy sheriff.
Deputy sheriff, and I'm a fighter, and I survived. I can survive anything. Like,
I know, Monet would always be like, I'm not trying to be mean, but if you're a cancer survivor, why are you smoking a pack a day?
Other attachments. Have you caught her before, or is this just a new?
This is a new
talent.
A new talent.
Very good.
Oh, she did my eyebrows a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pops pimples. Does hair. I just showed my legs and they look like I hadn't.
Is it working?
I kind of think so.
Yeah, I mean, you got hair falling out.
Yeah, I think it is. This shit is so long though. It's like hanging over from.
Poor old legs. It's pitiful, isn't it? It's just like. The back of it. Oh, God. Now I know why it was hurting so bad that night, I mean, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff was clotting up, you know, starting to bruise up. I mean, you're just everywhere. It was gross. Good God.
They'll go away.
I know. It's just like. I should have one up here where I ran into the bed, but it's not there. It should have been up here. It's funny.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to do the back? You want her to do the back?
Maybe. Probably. Let me see what happens with this first. But yeah, probably. It's just so long, like it just hangs over whatever I'm shaving already anyway. Definitely gonna need some scissor work, I think.
You're doing a good job, though.
Let's see. Fucking gorilla. Denzel.
Yeah.
See, can you do like blends with scissors kind of into where the shaving part stops?
I think I probably could do that.
Cool. Then that's what I need, I think. Because otherwise it just looks like a weird bowl cut. Definitely need some blend work. That's where your magic will come in.
Your hair's thick.
It's what?
Thick.
Yeah, it's real thick.
I didn't realize that, it was that, had grown out that much.
Yeah.
Cut it like construction paper.
Here, I should probably start back here.
Move your fingers up a little bit. There you go. Now cut across that way.
That was professional. I like your technique. I see the barbers doing it.
Yeah.
Game.
It's a
Week
brand
5.
new game.
And there's no obvious targets except Brendon and I, but even with Brendon and I, we're not obvious targets for some people and we are for other people.
Yeah.
And then whoever anyone puts up against Kathy, they would have to know that that person would probably get pissed. So they're gonna try to put up someone that's kind of neutral, kind of not a threat, you know? If their goal is to put Kathy up. Which I think you're absolutely right. We need to convince the rest of the house that she needs to be used in a double eviction.
If at all possible.
If at all possible. I think it would just be, honestly, like if Brendon won, that would be the best thing because then he can put a mat, and if we keep him head out, then that's one of our enemies, and plus then Reagan would have to, you know, he would have to decide who he wanted to be siding with.
But you don't even know who you put up against Matt.
I know.
And what if he won POV?
I know, that's scary too. And if Matt won POV, we'd have to, if he won POV, we'd have to put Kathy against whoever else.
Against
to go
whoever
home.
else.
And that would just be it.
That would be crazy.
And that would be, I mean, that would be like, that would be a really worst case scenario because I know Brendon and I don't want targets either. And that's why I was thinking, like, even though you think it's too early to talk to someone like Lane, I mean, yeah, like, don't go downstairs right now and talk to him, but after whoever wins this next HOH, like, you have to think the double eviction and then the rest of the game, it's week 6 by the time double eviction. There's only 8 of us left after, no wait, there's 9 this week. So there's only 7 of us left after double eviction. 7. And the 7 people left aren't all gonna be best friends.
Right.
And so if there's 4 of us in a house of 7, if me and Brendon and then like whoever else,
Yeah.
we make it to like guarantee make it to Final Four, Brittany.
Right.
And you know you can trust Brendon and I. It's just that fourth person who you have to decide who you can trust.
Yeah.
And you have to decide, like, would that fourth person want to be like Lane or someone like Enzo?
Yeah. I don't know, I have to think about it. And see where people, just like, see where people are
People
going.
are standing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and even in the case of, like, tomorrow is really going to decide a lot, but even in the case after that, like, depending on who goes on the blog and depending on what happens with the double eviction week, if we do save a Kathy for double eviction, then the 7 people left are people that, you know what I mean? And then if we don't save a Kathy for a double eviction, then that right there puts us, no matter what, because there's only 8 in double eviction, 1 is the HOH, that's 7.
Yeah.
So there's 7 people voting, it's a 4,
Yeah.
you know, a 3 vote.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it's, 3 votes wins because there's 2 on the block. So there's 8 people, 7 people voting, 2 on the block. So that's
5, so
5.
3-2.
3-2.
3 wins. I know, that's huge.
That's huge.
If you
Which
can control
basically
the votes,
means
you can control.
you control the rest, you
everything.
control who makes it to Final Four.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, where, and that's why also I don't want you to think that, like, I don't want you to ever feel like Brendon and I are, like, gonna try to get us 3 to Final 3 and then get rid of you or something stupid like that.
Well, I think that once you get to that point anyways, it's like such a
Anyways,
free-for-all.
me too.
Mhm.
I think so too.
It's such a free-for-all.
It out too.
Yeah.
When before I lost my hair with chemo, they had to do that with mine to thin it out some because it was just so thick. I don't have the problem now, but
Oh, I don't know. I'm talking. Cool.
Is that good?
Yeah. Is it all like that in back too? All the way around?
what about down there by his neck?
Well, here you can use the. Did I just not clip that good with this thing?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just.
I think it just needed to be kind of like.
Yeah, you can do this if you want. This is the number. Yeah. You can push real hard with it. Like jam it into the neck real hard. That's what I'm
Like
getting.
that?
Yeah, as hard as you can from there. Just so it really picks up the hair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot to take my medicine. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me just save this one.
Okay, this HOH, if you win it, and whoever we put on the block, whatever happens, if you can make a deal with someone else to be in a 4-person alliance with us, and then we control the votes, we control the entire house. And the double eviction, if it's this week, then we save Kathy for the double eviction. So Kathy goes, then there's 7 people left. Not only do we control the votes, we are the vote. We are the house.
Yeah.
There's no house. It's the 4-person alliance. And that's it. Like, a 4-person alliance at this point in the game is
So through all
huge.
through all the next couple, I guess next week,
It's the
you girls
biggest.
need to start thinking about who you want
Yeah.
to be part of it. Not because you're not just thinking about loyalty. Obviously, is going to be the biggest factor. Competitor needs to be another factor.
Well, yeah, competitor, but honestly, Brendon,
Because there's nobody else in this game that really is going to be as big a threat as you and I. So for us, I mean, not so much for Britney, but more for us, there's some people in this game that could easily step back.
Oh, I agree. But by the same token, you have to understand that if we have all 4 people on board, once after the double eviction, there's 7 people, 1 HOH, and 2 on the block, you win.
That's the vote.
That's it.
Oh.
And then it gets smaller after the 6 people left in the house. They have no chance.
I know.
And the thing is, like, you don't even make it a publicly known until
Right, like that's
after the
like
double
big
eviction.
deal.
Yeah. And what would happen is, that's why I said, Brendon, the best case scenario right now for you and me is if you win, and then whoever Britney you decide that you trust most and that you like the most, then that's the best case scenario for all 3 of us. That Brendon wins.
Yeah, and Brendon's you're gonna play a big factor in that because it's not gonna be easy for us to determine who's gonna be the most loyal, the most real, the most genuine.
Yeah. Because people are gonna say whatever they can to us.
Yeah.
And especially if Brendon wins, then they're gonna be
when Brendon wins.
When Brendon wins.
They're
gonna be scared of us.
That's what I'm saying, like I want to take time to
Not going.
figure out where people are going because I would want it to be somebody who's going the same direction anyways. You know what I mean? Like not somebody you would have to talk into things.
Right.
Somebody who's already thinking on your lines. Which is something that I told Kristen about voting for Hayden because I specifically asked Kristen, so next week and the weeks after that, what are you thinking? Like what's your game plan if I give you my vote? Like who would you want to stick on? Just like she gave you. Well, probably everything changes week to week, blah, 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 blah. Like, she would not give me a game plan. And I'm
But
like,
it doesn't. After week 5, it doesn't change week to week.
I'm like, well.
Yeah.
And that's
see,
exactly
like,
the kind of.
You need somebody who's like on
That's
your
the kind of insecurity that
line.
makes you nervous about somebody being on
I
your
know.
side.
And that's like the thing because if you can win tomorrow and then there's a double eviction and then there limits the house to 7 people and we bring someone into 4.
Keep Kathy to the double.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Well, if I'm winning and that will be possible.
Yeah.
So.
And once
Yeah, but what if you win and then somebody wins the veto? Like,
I know.
Then what?
Then we have to.
We play by play again. I have baby steps in this game.
That would be.
Because it's great to talk about all that stuff, but we need to think about
the worst case scenario.
tomorrow. Always tomorrow, you know?
And then I think that there are people too that you can say that you can keep around and work with.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it goes back to short term versus long term.
Yeah.
See, and that's like my thing is I'm such a long-term thinker.
Yeah, me too.
I'm never.
Well, because we don't want to make it to fucking jury. Like,
Right.
That's not our fault.
Is there root beer there?
Never mind, I'd like to go.
Yeah. There might be root beer.
Oh, my mask does still look pretty awesome.
I know, mine doesn't look
I
that
kind of look better with it on than I do without.
I'm early here. I did very little work.
That's for it.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Does look good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I couldn't have done that on my own for sure. 100%.
Who's up next?
Looks good.
Yeah, looks real good.
Good job.
Don't look at Lane for advice. He's just jealous because his don't look that good.
I didn't say anything.
Let us cut yours.
I just like looking at it. No, I think it looks good.
Huh?
I have hair all over my feet.
I do.
Me and your buddies. We were friends.
I have to go wash my thing by hand.
Now when you give me that stink eye. Huh? Now when you give me that stink eye of yours.
Stink eye?
Here, I'll pick this towel up.
Oh, cool. Let's sweep that off.
Why am I craving ice cream?
You seen the hair all over me? I look like Enzo.
If I wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shit. Shit.
My nutcrack. My nutcrack.
Kristen and Kathy were in here with you. Like sucking on your freaking
Everything?
yeah. Me and Monet were on the bed just rolling our eyes like, oh my god.
Oh, Monet, you got your summer back and $10,000.
Well, yeah, at least
Ow.
you made that money.
And probably some awesome modeling
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah, no shit.
And she doesn't have to put up with Kristen's fucking game talk and Kathy's.
Oh my god. I feel bad because I can't even be nice anymore.
I know.
Like,
Do you care if I tell Brendon what Kathy said to you?
No, but you just can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody this. Kathy said, Brittany, do you remember when it was week 2 and I was up here with Brendon and Rachel the whole week? And Brittany was like, yeah. And she's like, I was up here listening for information.
Oh my god.
She was like, I was just listening to see what they were going to do. So that I could tell
So that
everybody.
she could tell everybody.
I was like, you did a good job of telling me.
Yeah. Not only did she do a really, really fabulous job of telling you and protecting you, but it's really benefited her in this game.
Say on your microphone.
Sorry.
Figured you were going to say that.
Isn't that funny, Brendon? You can't tell me.
No, I won't. But it just cracks me up
I was
how
listening.
much she claims that she's genuine, and I would never.
Oh, and she plays with her
Sell my
honor.
integrity.
loves
or my
you.
Her
honor.
integrity.
And she loves you, Brendon. You make her sweet tea every day. She doesn't know how to make sweet tea
Oh my god.
without your
I'm
help.
so
Just
fucking.
shoot my face off.
Please make me sweet tea, cause
You
I'm
make
damn-
it so good. How do you do that?
I pour half a bag.
How are you able to pour so well?
Yeah. Doesn't it have to be hot?
Even if it doesn't clear my pores, I don't care. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it works. It only costs $1.
Yeah.
My pores are clear. I feel fresh.
So fresh and so clean.
Gotta go hang up my suit.
Hang out in the Jamon. I put that rice in here if you go to looking for it. Right, the rice. Oh, where'd you put it?
It's right under here.
Oh, okay.
Not the cooked rice. Not anything cooked. The uncooked,
Oh,
the uncooked rice.
okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
No, we did a math.
Matt, I
just
heard you
took
got
my
your hair
mask
did. Nice.
How's your mud mask?
They're like super hammering away.
Oh yeah, that hadn't stopped. It just gets louder.
Crazy. Brendon, are you making friends?
I think so.
Good.
Why am I not being social enough?
I mean, Kristen's down there kissing every other boy's ass.
Everybody knows why she's doing it. Let him. I'm focused on doing one thing. I'm winning the HOH tomorrow. I don't need to spend the time worrying about something that's... I don't need to kiss everybody's ass because guess what? I win the HOH tomorrow, they're gonna be kissing my ass.
That's true.
So... And they're all up and about because Hayden has to still worry about votes. Kristen's still worried about votes. And everyone else can't go to sleep till everyone else does. So, you know what I'm saying?
True.
I feel like a haircut now.
I thought you were going to bed at 10.
I didn't even go to bed at 10. It's not crazy.
It's 10:30.
10 to 11, I said.
I thought you're going to bed, Ringo.
Retarded.
I said 10 to 11.
Very nice, Maddie.
Thanks, Brett.
What are you doing, Lane?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Do you have fangs?
Huh?
Do you have fangs, any little peach?
Oh, look.
Oh.
Oh, something.
Peach? I've never heard anybody call it a peach before.
A little peach. You got a little peach?
What?
Have you ever heard it called a peach?
Yeah.
A peach?
A peach.
That's like for girls or guys things.
Little peach.
Yeah.
I've never heard it called a peach.
Never had it called a peach either.
I'm pretty sure you've never heard anyone speak like me.
That's true.
He thought I was eating okra earlier today, and it was
What do you call it though?
fucking okra.
You were calling it something else last night.
Okra.
We don't have any okra here.
Fuck okra. I don't want nothing to do with okra. You eat okra?
I like it.
Fried okra. That's what everyone keeps saying. Fried okra.
I don't know. I've never
Yeah,
heard
good.
of it.
I'm good. Okay.
It's a vegetable. It's good for you.
Oh, is it? It's
Not fried.
Yeah.
But it's a vegetable.
Has little beaties inside of it.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need it. That's the meat part.
You should go ask for a jar of pickled okra.
I do? Why?
For your HOH refrigerators.
You show your teeth.
I asked for just for me.
I do?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little bit of okra. I noticed that like first day. Oh, whoa. Whoa.
Where's Rachel? She's upstairs?
How was the bath?
Huh?
I'm about to make a shake too.
I'm gonna leave this out.
Yeah. Bitch.
Yeah. You're trying to save them for
That's
physical.
not good for you.
As long as there's 8 in
This?
there, we should be
No.
fine.
You're supposed to do abs and you had that instead?
I was substituting this
Yeah,
for
for the
abs.
abs.
Hey, take that from me. Put it in the sink, please.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. You're the one that's gonna live with your abs.
What?
Yeah, man.
Keep banging out there.
They're not slowing
I'm
down
gonna
either.
destroy that shit. Oh, wake up, people, Johnny.
You know, if you click your nipples, it takes 10 seconds and then they get hard.
I think it takes less than 10 seconds.
10 seconds, click and they start counting.
I think mine's faster than 10 seconds.
Click them and count to 10. It might be 8.
What's he doing?
Why'd you have a shake now?
Yeah, it's about 10.
What are you doing?
It's a bathtub.
About 10. About 10? Ow.
To what? To what?
That's Lane.
To what? Lane.
I think it's 8 for women.
Well, tell me what you're talking about. 8 what?
Seconds.
To what?
Like if you flick your nipples, it takes 10 seconds for a guy for it to get hard, and 5 seconds for a girl.
5 or 8?
I don't know.
5. I think it's about 5.
Yeah, it's around 5.
It's not very long.
But I think it's 5 if you flick your own, and it's 8 if someone else flicks it. Huh?
Okay.
So, just FYI. If that's one of the questions.
It's because she told him to come be one of the guys.
He's like staring at 2 girls in a tub, just like, it's like sitting in a chair staring.
And they're like trying to game talk me to death, and I keep trying to change the subject.
Who did?
They
About what? It's over.
Next week, HOH, what do I think HOH is going to be? Who's going to... Is Matt going to fight hard? Do you think Matt's going to...
Yeah, everyone's gonna fuck
you. Do you think Lane really wants it? What about Reagan? What would Reagan do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
It's so pervy and creepy when he just sits in the doorway and stares at it. Like, have you been up there when this is going on? It's really weird. The chair like blocks the entire bathroom doorway and he just kind of sits there and stares while they're in the tub.
Well, they're grabbing their pants, thinking you might want HOH. I'm like straight crapping pants. Brendon's like, Matt can't beat me. He's weak. He's not even strong. He said that. Yeah. I run marathons. If it has to do with longevity, I can beat Matt. I can beat Hayden. I can beat Reagan. If it has to do with strength, I'm going to win. And I go, what about Lane? No, Lane's too big.
Yes. Yes. No, baby, come on. You can do it. It's tilted.
I mean, they are panic-stricken. They might win. Because they were like, we asked Matt if he wanted to make a deal, and he said no.
I did.
They were like, we know what that means. Matt's coming after us, blah, 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 blah. Like, they're...
You called
Well,
it.
then we obviously know who's going on the block of Brendon, right?
They're like crapping. Yeah, but this whole house is going to play against it.
I'm not playing into their bullshit. I mean, I could have very easily been like, oh yeah, man, I'll make a deal. But fuck, man, I'm sick of this shit.
I know.
I wanted to too. I wanted to just do it, but I'm like, I can't do it. I don't have fucking.
Enzo did.
I know he did, because he's a weak motherfucker.
And he'll tell you about
He
it.
will, and I'd be laughing. I'd be like, you're such a puss. He's like, whatever, I don't care.
See, but they don't
I can't sink to that level.
ask me, and they don't ask Reagan. Because I
you
think
guys
they
are
just
safe.
assume.
Assume what?
They're like, if Reagan gets it, he won't put them up.
They probably do. Well, that's good for you two, because that means you two are probably.
Right, and then if Reagan does put them up, he didn't lie. They didn't ask.
I didn't lie either. I didn't accept the deal.
It's the funny thing. But I mean, I think that they're like freaking out that you could win it.
Good. They should freak out.
I've noticed at least Brendon acting differently today.
To you? Or?
Just overall.
I think he's just like so nervous. And they've offered an alliance to like every person in this house.
Yeah, no kidding.
They're like, they always try to pry me for information. What do you think Enzo's gonna do? I'm like, I don't know what Enzo's gonna do.
You put them both up, right?
Who?
Brendon and Rachel.
Would I? Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody in this house would.
Well, you two gotta feel good for next week at least.
Well, if their intention is, well, who knows?
Oh, if it's to get me out, you're saying you might go up?
I don't think they would, though.
I don't think they would either. I think they put me in lane.
They weren't telling me their strategy. They were trying to use
Yeah.
me for
Yeah, sure.
And that's why I'm so careful with them to never say anybody's name.
Right.
Because if you say a name,
Right.
it's like rough.
Right.
But I'm with you. Like, I'm tired of the power trips. It's not personal.
Right.
It isn't personal with Brendon because every time he's around. It's not like, but I mean, they so far have ran this house, right?
I know. That's why I ain't dealing with this shit anymore. Plain and simple.
But they were like, we asked Matt if he would put us up or if he wanted to make another deal. And he said no. I was like,
Damn right he did.
well, that's straightforward.
Told you. I ain't fucking around.
That made me laugh.
I look death in the eyes and I'll take it on. They're going down next week. I don't care if I have to do it or someone else does. It's over. It's over, Johnny.
Well, then they start saying, if Matt wins and he puts us up, one of us is going to win POV. And then what's he going to do? Who's he going to put up?
It doesn't. Who cares?
Like, in other words,
Yeah.
who are we going to have to... They think that they can both stay in this game. Because one of them will win POV, someone else will go up, and they're going to work to make sure that that person...
It's fucking impossible. In fact, I know one of them will win PvP. They just will. It's the fucking world we live in.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Let them win. Good. And no matter which one of them wins, they'll take Brendon off. I know it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Odds are it'll be Rachel going home next week, but we'll see.
That which is ridiculous. Can we just throw
I
that
just don't
out?
want to be the only one fucking fighting my ass off up there for this thing.
No,
either.
everybody, like, everybody.
Everyone says
this
that.
cannot be a week where people
slack.
Right. It
Everyone
can't
says
be.
it, but everyone then thinks like, well, someone else will do it. Everyone else wants it. Everyone else wants it now. Like, that's just the fucking mentality.
Because there's a huge psychological component to it.
Yeah.
If it's endurance, it's a big psychological component.
Yeah, and people get lazy because people think everyone else is going to do their dirty work. And I hate that because I don't think that way. If I want something done, I'm going to fucking do it. And I wish everyone else thought like that too.
Yeah.
You want to stink up?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to pussy out tomorrow night, are you?
Yeah.
See?
Well,
Just
he's
like I
like,
said.
I'm going to win it. I'm taking it down. I can do it better than anybody else.
Good, bring it. That makes me hope it's endurance even more than anything. Because I'm fasting.
They think it is. They're saying that what we had, what you won, was skill and endurance.
I kind of agree with that.
They're like, it wasn't endurance, it was skill. This is probably going to be a straight endurance. And then Brendon gives me all his reasons on why he's a better athlete than anybody in this house. And that's going to make him win.
Ah, little bitch sneeze. I'll show you bitch sneeze.
Bless you.
Good for him. Best of luck, Brendon. Because I'm coming back with a vengeance this week. Again.
Basically,
I'm going to have a stack of these letters before this is over.
Brendon can't win.
I think people try harder when this house is like split more. When there's just one person against seven, all seven are like, oh, someone will do it, someone will do it. I don't need to.
That's the mentality that we can't have.
Yeah, but we do.
Can I borrow your CarMax?
Yeah, what were you saying?
Saying you're a big plus.
Brendon
on
told
you.
me that he could beat you in endurance because you're too big.
Because you mean endurance?
Yeah. Shh.
This is some...
Because you're too big. And I go, because he was talking about like if you're hitting against something, you weigh more so you'll hit harder. And I go, Lane played college football. I think that he would be fine getting hit. And he was like, he goes, no, but if we have to sit on something, Lane is so big, whatever we're on will be small. And I'm like, so you're betting on us sitting on something small, not hitting anything? Like, what are all these factors?
These factors.
He's like, I run marathons. Hayden only runs sprints. Hayden's a baseball player. He doesn't run long distance. I can go the distance. I'm like, well, it's probably going to be a marathon. They're probably going to take us. They're going to take us to LA City Center, and Will Ferrell's going to run with us, and he's going to do
to talk to you.
Oh, what'd she say?
Just like, you know that they're going to be coming after Brendon, and like.
I can protect him.
Yeah.
What are you, fucking Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah.
What, you She-Ra?
She is a little.
Come on, Grace Jones. You ain't stopping nobody.
Can't stand her.
With all those POVs and HOH medals you have hanging around your neck?
Oh, Kristen, you're right. What am I thinking? You can totally protect Brendon and me. If we only...
You'd be like our muscle.
Yeah.
But what are you doing?
And the brain.
You're unpacking now?
No, I'm packing.
Oh.
I'm trying just to fold this. I know, I'm going to come give you a massage in 1 second. Just wait.
No, I just kind of want to get to bed early.
Okay, then let me go change.
Just because you're gonna.
I know.
We're not gonna have time to sleep tomorrow at all.
I know.
If I'm tired, I'm tired.
I know, because everyone comes up here at 11. I know. I know the deal.
Hey, Rach, you're in the HOH. You can yell stuff to me if you need to, right?
What?
You can always yell things to me.
What are you talking about?
During the HOH competition tomorrow.
I can yell stuff?
Yeah, if it's like... Say it's like the hot chocolate thing.
Yeah?
And I'm totally missing the best way to do it.
Oh. Like if someone else has a better strategy?
Yeah, and you see it. You can yell to me, right?
I don't know. Is that cheating?
It's fucking the strategy.
Yeah. I will then. I'll be right back. I have to go grab something from downstairs. How come you lock this door?
Well, because I always think if we're laying here, I'll be able to bargain.
The have-not-em.
How many hours?
Well, it's been a long time. It's at 11.
Yeah, it's at 6 this morning.
17 hours.
Wow.
My fucking ears have hair on them. That's how hairy I am. Like my fucking ears have hair. Fuck is this? I feel like I'm a gremlin.
Acting asleep, he pulled you.
That's funny because Brendon came back up and he was like, oh, I just talked to Lane. I think we're cool with Lane.
That's so random.
Next week is gonna be crazy. I'm pissed off at you anyways because I specifically told you yesterday in the hammock, I specifically said, tomorrow I'm gonna get dragged into a bath and you're coming with me. And Reagan said, okay. And
Nobody
you
came
left
and
me
got
for
me.
dead. You left me for dead. She came and got me out of my bed. I was in bed. And we made a deal last night, Reagan.
Brushing my teeth.
I specifically said, I'm going to get dragged tomorrow.
Please put on your microphone.
Oh my god. She came up and strangled me from behind.
I was so pissed. I was fuming in that bathtub. Like, look, I had my chocolate mask on so I couldn't make facial expressions. But I was like, so pissed. And like, half the time I was zoned out. I wasn't even listening. And I'm just like, oh yeah. And then I would go back to thinking about like what y'all were doing downstairs or what happened today. And I'd be like, I know. And Brendon would get on his tangents about how he was going to win HOH. Shut up. And so finally I just got out of the bath and they kept talking to me while I was changing clothes. I was like in the bath, like the toilet area, changing. And Brendon's like, yeah, but I definitely think tomorrow is going to be a big day. But I'm like, I'm changing. Like, go away. What are you doing? This has been the worst day since I've been in the house. This is your fault, largely. Because if you would have been there, they wouldn't have asked me any psycho question. It would have been all neutral subjects.
No, I think they would have asked. I do. But it would have just been two people discussing things instead of...
They're like, what's Reagan gonna do? What's Matt gonna do? Do you think that Matt would come after both of us? What's Lane gonna do?
If we can get him to put up me and Kathy, I'm fine with that. If he wins. Can you guys talk him into that if he wins?
Pin up you and Kathy?
Yeah.
Probably. I think we could.
I mean, hopefully it won't even come to that, but... Because I know I'm going up if he wins. I know it.
The problem is that if Brendon wins, it's not the same thing as Rachel winning. You know what I mean? Like, Rachel's big thing is getting floaters out.
Or so she says.
Or so she says. I don't think that's Brendon's. I don't know what Brendon's is because he hasn't won an HOH yet.
But I think that we could, especially me and Reagan, because we could just be like, oh, we have the votes, we have the votes, we have the votes, and then change our vote.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
You mean to make it seem like...
Because Kathy is the only other option without pissing anybody else off.
Right.
So, just to, like, not make any enemies, they put up Kathy and Matt, and we promised that we would vote out Matt.
Do you think
and then nobody would.
Oh, yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
That he would go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why else were they scared to death that he would win HOH?
Right. So they kept bringing his name up.
I knew it as soon as I told him no to his face. I knew it would.
And they specifically said Matt wouldn't make a deal with us. So we know he's coming after us. They didn't tell me who they would put up or anything about like their thinking. They only pry me for information and tell me the bare minimum. So, I mean, am I positive he's going up? No, but I mean,
You're right, probably. Right. Yeah. Just looking at the clues.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Why else would they be shitting because they think he's going to win HOH? I mean, it only makes sense. So, who knows? But if he did go up, we could convince him to put up Kathy, and we'll just be like, "Your HOH, we'll do what you want."
That'd be good.
You can, we'll vote however you want us to
Well, if they wanted to be consistent with the floater logic, that's
what they would do.
That's what they would have to do.
But we would just play it off like, this is what you want. Or you want to do what you want. Your HOH. And then
I don't think that they would buy me going against math.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think they would buy
But
it
I
for
mean,
years.
we're all kind of on board.
yeah,
that-
you're right.
But we're all kind of on board that it would be a cool final six, like us three, Lane, Enzo, and Hayden. So you obviously wouldn't do that, but those other four guys probably would, or three guys probably would.
Yeah.
So
So you would be the only one who wouldn't?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I think we could do it. We would just be like, oh, we promised to vote, blah, blah, blah. And then when it came down to it, we wouldn't.
well, hopefully it won't come to that.
I really don't
You
think
guys
it
got
will.
fucking
It's 8 people versus, no, 7 people to 1.
But it's one person that's going
But
to be
one
like
person who
crazy wants it, and
Yeah.
7 people who are like, someone else will do it, and that's a huge factor.
I don't think that people feel that way, though.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way, Lane?
On what?
Are you
No
gonna
one's
fight
gonna
hard?
say they feel
Yeah.
that way.
Huh?
Are you gonna fight really hard?
Yeah, this is the time to fight hard. You're in the
I
jury now.
think that
It's
when
playoffs.
if it is endurance, what will be really funny is we'll all be up there for like 12 hours, and then Brendon will drop, and then we'll be like, oh. And then it'll be like a race to who can get up first. That would be hysterical if we're all like drenched. My face is blue, like my eyes are bloodshot. We're all dying. Like I'm within moments of my life, and Brendon falls, and I'm like, we all start plummeting. Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah, pick that scab off.
I know, look, I did too.
Well, I think that Hayden is gonna fight after what happened.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I think that there's a good chance that Hayden can win.
Yeah, because if you guys can't coerce Kathy, it's gonna be me and Hayden or me and Lane for sure.
Uh-huh.
I mean, undoubtedly. So I think me and Lane and Hayden probably will, but I hope the rest of the people would too.
I think that there's a good chance Hayden could win it.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be
Lane
gonna
can
be
never
hungrier
win
for
though
it.
because he's too big.
I think that
Lane's like 30 pounds bigger than Brendon. Sounds like Enzo.
Yeah,
It
he's
is.
fired up.
What's he fired up about?
Because I told him Brendon was down, because Enzo's down here. Enzo told me that, Enzo said Brendon came down here just to be friends with you. I was like, yeah, that's true.
Brendon told me that he's cool with Enzo though.
Yeah.
He goes, I think we're cool. Do you know what Enzo's thinking? I'm like, no, Enzo doesn't talk to me about game. And he goes, I think we're cool with Enzo. I told him, man, I really respect you for something. What does he respect you for?
I don't know. Competing.
Yeah, it was like one of the competitions. Anyways, he's like, I told him I really respect him for that. And I think we're really cool with Enzo. I'm like,
Yeah.
What was his flaw that Brendon called out?
Enzo doesn't want it.
I don't want it.
You're weak.
Could be right. I think I need to get woken up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I need to be smacked up a little bit.
Maddie will smack you up.
Because I haven't won fucking HOH yet. So what the fuck, man? You know what I mean?
Lane's way too big.
Well, the questions I don't give a fuck about. It's the physicality ones that, you know, I want to do better. But it's a long season. Just because you don't win now don't mean shit.
Right.
If you win
Yeah,
towards
but
the
Enzo,
end.
it's tomorrow's so important. Like everybody needs to be fighting really hard.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be a long season if you go home next week, you know?
Yeah.
Then it's not a long season anymore.
Right. Like everybody needs to be fighting really hard.
Rachel, please put on your microphone.
Like really hard.
Yeah, I was having that for 2 weeks in a row, man. That was no joke.
What's that have to do with HOH?
Yeah, exactly.
I was weak, yo.
Okay.
I was very weak-minded.
Oh, no,
I was very
Enzo's gonna
weak.
find very hard.
Yeah, Enzo's.
No, I've written about.
You don't want it, do you?
I was very weak as it happened.
We're talking about tomorrow.
You know, and that's another thing that leads me to believe that it could be that it's going to be endurance. The fact that we get a week off of being have-nots, where we sleep, energize, and it levels the playing field. I really think this is endurance.
It could be. They're setting up for so long. It could be.
I think we're going to be up in the air. I mean, I think it's going to be a big challenge.
Yeah, because we've been fucking in a week with all have not been have not.
I don't care if, I don't care that much once Brendon's out.
I don't
If
either.
it's endurance, nobody better let go.
That's what I'm saying.
Until Brendon's gone.
Exactly.
And then
do whatever the
do
fuck
whatever
you
you
want. I don't
want.
care.
But until he's gone, we need every single person.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
I think Kathy's winning.
And I mean, I'm not saying anybody specifically, but Matt did have a really good basket last time.
Basket.
HOH basket.
Ah, yeah.
Something to consider.
Oh, you want him to win it?
He just has really good baskets.
I just got just for men.
Stacey
I'm
did
not
a really
waiting
good
another
job.
week for just for men.
I
You guys
kinda
want
like
what? You're
to-
running out of airheads,
I'd
aren't
kinda
you?
like to hear from
Can you go
Stacey.
ask for
Okay,
just for
more
men
like-
too?
What?
Go ask for just for men.
Just for men.
For beards.
You're the libations guy and the HOH basket guy.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, what are you gonna do? Paint on your
Matt has a really good basket. Something to think about.
You haven't even get
Something to think of. Because you got 2 boxes of Apple Jacks and a cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah, right? I'm like, I don't know, maybe hand it to Matt.
You took a shit today?
Yeah.
I did.
I think so. All the days bleed together.
Yeah.
It could have happened today. It could
Like,
have
I think
happened
I'd rather
2
have
weeks
your
ago.
basket than mine.
This is gonna send me like a Victoria's Secret hoodie. I'm like, with the note for
With the
Britney on it.
Razorback on it.
You guys talked about the Power Vetoes thing?
That would be crazy. Like a platinum power veto. But that would be awesome. Because then you have control.
Yeah, but if it ends up in the wrong hands.
I don't know. It could legitimately, America could seriously be in love with Enzo. Like.
Oh, Enzo?
Yeah, I could totally see like them loving him. Because they think he's hilarious. And who knows what he says in his DR. He might be like these fucking crazy ass people.
Yeah, that's true. But Enzo's also not really playing the game either.
Yeah, but you don't know what he says in DR. This could totally be his game.
Yeah, but if he's trying to compete, he's not. He was trying to compete. So if he's trying, he's not. I mean, maybe it's possible. Which I still think is good because I feel like Enzo's. He's somebody I would rather have it a little bit more than somebody else.
Than Matt.
Yeah.
Well, Matt's. It's not like he. I don't really know. I would love to know what the fans think. Love to know what the fans think.
Well, it's just you can't. It's hard to like with something like the coup d'état. It's kind of hard to play a fair game because if something gets thrown in like that, it can severely alter the game if it's given to the wrong person.
Totally alter the game.
You know.
But it can also alter the game if the power stays in one. I feel like they did that because the power was just all in the Jesse fucking group.
Yeah. But see, with something like
And Jesse was never really having to like fight for anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I don't feel like people weren't like targeting Jesse, like verbally.
You think they would feel like Enzo would use it correctly, or would Enzo do what Enzo was? I mean.
Well, Enzo's going to do it. The coup d'état is not used correctly for the game. It's used for what's going to benefit whoever that America likes.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I mean, I don't know. I I really don't know. I feel like they might hate my guts after my reaction.
Oh no. I don't think your reaction was bad. It's just when
Well, I was crying. They're gonna be like, "What a loser." They don't like people like that.
It's not that. She won HOH what, once?
Did she win once?
Did she? She not even win.
I don't feel like she ever won HOH.
Really?
I could be wrong, but I don't think she did.
Thank you for massaging me.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry I got upset about the Andrew thing.
It's okay.
If Andrew and I were like long-time friends, I would have told you. I wouldn't have kept something like that from you. And I guess because I expected you would have told me the same.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have a lifelong friend in this game, so I don't know what I would do.
You wouldn't tell me?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can. It might be like you're not allowed to.
He really does.
In a good way?
No, just like he's just a dummy. And it's funny.
Look at you.
I know,
And so you're like
deep.
straight rubbing your nutsack.
Good, dude. I respect that.
I respect
that. Yeah, that's good, see?
Oh.
That's right. That's a man over there. Oh, shit.
I always do that. My
Right
wife.
there's a man.
My wife always catches me scratching my nuts and then smelling it.
There you
She's like, "Did
go.
you just smell your nuts again?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" She's like, I definitely seen you smell your nuts again."
You smell your nuts again? No, what do you mean?
Good for you. That's why I like you, Enzo.
There's nothing like your own nut musk.
Mutts. That's funny he would be analyzing you that much on lifting. Yeah. That's weird.
He said
Like,
that
what weights do we have?
most people with weights in his house are stupid because muscle mass works against you in competition.
What do you say? But what weights do we have to lift out there?
I know. That Reagan's weak. No, Reagan's not. Matt's weak, and Matt never has worked out before. Yeah, Reagan's weak. He's not strong.
So it's bad if you have muscle mass because it works against you, but it's
still
also bad if you're weak. Which one is it? Big face?
You have to be Brendon.
Right in the middle. You have to be
Yeah, he's right in the middle.
Right there.
And Hayden's not any good either because Hayden only does sprint stuff. He's not endurance. In baseball, you don't run long distances.
Ah.
But see, Brendon runs marathons.
You run more in baseball than you do.
He runs marathons, Lane.
He does like 4 hours in the elliptical. Right?
He does enough on the elliptical to fill up a swimming pool that he then swims 80
He does
laps.
do a shitload on elliptical though.
Well, if it is a marathon, if it's the Big Brother marathon, if it's how many laps can you run around the Big Brother yard?
Yeah.
If we get outside and there's like 7 ellipticals set up that we have to just run, I'm fucking kicking them over and walking out the front door and I'm done with this. This
I
house is bullshit.
said that if I was telling Hayden, I was like, if he wins, what we'll do is we'll just all get together as a united front and walk to the big red button on the back door and push it and just leave. All of us.
No.
He ain't winning. He's not winning tomorrow. He's not
Can't
winning.
think like that, man. You just gotta fight. Just fight.
Fight for Nick, Britt.
I know, what a doucher. That
don't
makes
take
me
that
mad
shit.
that he said that.
Yeah, it's just a conversation starter.
I'm doing it for
'Cause
me.
he has to tell
I'm not
me-
doing it against anyone
He
else.
has to tell
you know
me,
what I
like,
mean?
why is he down here?
I'm doing it for
He
Nick
can't
too.
take him down
Yeah.
here.
I'm
He
like,
has to say he
huh?
can't
I'm
sleep
doing it
up
for
there.
Nick
And he
too.
said he was tired of hearing about you talking about Nick
I'm
all
doing
the
it for
time.
my right nut. I'm gonna make my left nut jealous.
Is Nick gonna fight him?
Nick
Like
is,
I'm
really
just curious
nice.
to see how long I can go.
too.
I'm not concerned.
If it's swinging,
Does he
I
not
want to
fight
do
and
it,
stuff?
but that's
Does
a
he not have
weakness of mine,
fighting
swinging.
mentality?
Do you get busy?
No, he's a
I
lover,
get
not a
dizzy.
fighter.
I get
You can be
I get
I'm a
fucked up.
lover.
But
But I'll
I'm
fight
gonna
for
definitely
what's
try.
right.
See what happens.
Huh?
But I could definitely like
Good.
stay up in a tree or
Then you
hold
can
on. Like,
fight
I could do shit
for
like
me.
that. Hold on to shit. But as
I'm
far
much
as
right.
spinning like that, man, I don't know.
Does Brendon, is he good at being dizzy, did he say? Like spinning?
He didn't say.
I bet he is, though.
I bet he's awesome.
Nice.
But he's the best one.
There's a reason
He'll
all
know
of
at
us
what
aren't good.
angle to spin at. That'll give him enough oxygen in his head so he can breathe and stay longer.
Exactly.
8 ball.
He's like, I can definitely beat Matt. I can definitely beat Reagan. I can definitely beat Lane. He's
I think
too
he said
big."
that last time I won, too.
But see, that's his problem. Is like he overthinks it. Like, here's the last competition. Matt looks like this. No, that doesn't close. But Matt's like,
I know he was talking to everyone.
Matt's like, what are y'all doing? What's Andrew wearing? That's cool. Here's Brendon.
And then when he gets knocked off, he's like, yo, it's like 2 foot of water.
I wish I would have seen that.
Oh,
I
it
missed
was
that whole thing.
amazing.
I know.
I'm like, yo, it's like this much
No,
water.
I'll do it onto my bed
I wanna
because
see
I
that
have it
so
perfectly
bad.
in my memory.
He
Here's how
slammed into the ground.
Enzo goes like this.
Yeah.
Everybody else laying Hayden like this. Here goes Brendon, like he tried to make it dramatic, I swear to God. Like he landed on his shoulder.
In the
Like
water?
on his shoulder in
Yeah.
the
Like the
water.
2 inches of water?
Yeah. He was like,
Like he did a shoulder dive.
it didn't even splash water. That's how shallow it was. Nothing splashed.
I want to see that so bad. I can't wait to watch it.
You
on
will,
TV.
it's awesome.
And then Rachel quickly got him a towel and was like, he almost drowned it.
Oh my God.
That, it really was funny. You'll laugh when you see it because it's really obvious that he was going to fall, but he fell in the most dramatic way possible.
The hardest part of tomorrow is going to be dealing with her. Like, bar none. It'll be harder than anything going on outside right now. Just fucking dealing with her for hours on end.
Come on, Brendon!
Gonna be the
Think you can
fucking
tell
worst.
Mike O to tell her, like, to go inside or something?
Oh, they should, man. It's bullshit. It's obnoxious. It's a distraction.
It throws you
everyone
off your game. It does,
Yeah,
because
it's
you get
not
upset
fair.
at her and you don't think about what you're doing.
It doesn't throw me off.
Oh,
That's
that's
what she
obnoxious
said.
to me. It's grating. A fucking noise.
I can't believe he said I was weak.
I can't believe he said crap about Nick.
Well, it's like what Andrew was saying after the surfboard challenge over and over and over to me.
Oh, what was he saying? Oh, I'm surprised.
Oh, I'm shocked. I did not
Yeah.
see that from you at all. But he kept saying it over and
Even
over
in
and
the
over.
house, I was like, I
you know
wasn't
what? Even if
shocked.
you're thinking that,
Don't
that's
be
not-
rude.
Right? Don't.
Yeah.
That's not something that you say. You say congratulations. Every person who fell off that surfboard, I was like, good job. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, when even if they wouldn't even look at me when they came off, you don't fucking say to somebody after they get second place in that competition
talking about
and have
Andrew?
to be a have-not.
that was shitty. That was shitty. What Andrew said. You surprised? What did he say? You surprised
And
me?
it wasn't just that he said it once. He kept saying it, even when I was like going inside to take a shower, a fucking cold shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it.
I don't get why though. Like,
Because he said,
I told Reagan
Because
I
he's a
wasn't surprised at
dummy.
all when he said that.
Because he's
I mean,
a fucking donkey. That's what he is. And that's why he's home. And he's actually loving this right now because Hayden and Kristen are on the board. And one of them's going home.
Right,
He's
it
loving
sucks.
this right now.
That's a bunch of shit.
Well, All I know is Brendon thinks that he has the competition for sure.
Good.
That's a scary mindset, though.
Oh no!
No, that's
for
perfect
him,
mindset.
He's terrified. For everybody.
No, like
But
if you want it, you can do
he
it.
also thinks that he won't go by the
Well,
block
he's saying he has no
unless
flaws.
Matt wins.
He already has it in the bag right now.
He thinks that nobody's going to put him up except for Matt.
Just because you talk to someone doesn't mean they like you.
No, that's an even better mindset though, because then if Matt falls off, he's not going to work as hard. You know what I mean?
I think that he's not coming down off that rope no matter what, until it's like he legitimately falls.
If
Right?
it was him and one of you guys left, and he was like,
it can't be that though.
But if it wasn't, would you make a bullshit deal saying drop and you're safe, and then put him up, or would you not do that?
You could always put it on the house.
Ooh.
You could always be like,
I
look,
probably would.
house came to me, I couldn't do nothing.
Well, that's what Dan did with Ollie.
Yeah.
You could always put it on the house. Because it's a fucking, everyone's fucking against them too, yo. They're fucking really strong.
Yep.
You can do. It's a game, yo. Like, what the fuck? Do you swear on your family? What are you talking about? Family's not even here. What are you doing?
I'm so excited to see it tomorrow.
I'm ready to play. I'm fired up now. I'm ready to do this again.
And Rachel will be like, if Brendon wins HOH, she'll be like, not if, win. When I win HOH. She's like, okay, when you win HOH. And so then when he left to come talk to Lane, she goes, I just think he gets too cocky sometimes. Like he gets overly confident. And I was like, yeah, you think.
He does,
by himself.
I know, he does a grenade by himself.
Matt, please don't play with your microphone wire.
I mean,
Penis.
stop scratching your nuts.
Is that you? Are you guys talking code now?
His microphone wire is clearly much larger than his penis, so.
It's like the second small dick joke I've been had on me today.
Sorry, I won't.
You got a little gremlin nutsack.
It's number 3.
Oh, shit.
But it gets bigger after midnight.
I'm so excited for tomorrow's competition.
Yeah, it's just something to do and
Fired up.
No, and so you have
not
the wrong
just something to do.
mindset. What is wrong with
something to
you?
do and something to win.
Oh my god.
If I
Come
fucking,
on,
if
dude.
one of you guys jump off like you did the fucking last time, you're gonna see what's going. Because I'm gonna jump off and tackle you guys. That's what's gonna happen.
Something to do.
Bro, I was having that for 2 weeks, bro. What do you think? I'm fucking sitting there like a dodo. I could have jumped off. I mean, you know what I mean?
All right.
He's gonna jump off and tackle. You would too.
I would literally jump off, grab you, and put you back up on the fucking swing or whatever it is up there.
I hope it's a swing. I really do.
That's good for you. You got the smallest ass in this house.
I hope that it is. I hope it's
You
something
too,
we
Reagan.
sit on.
Like you got a little ass too.
The only hard part for Britney would be if there's like a diploma type thing involved in it and it hits you, that would really make you spin
Just
a whole
hang on.
bunch.
Hang on
Yeah.
for dear life.
Yeah, but I don't get sick when I spin. It doesn't bother
Yeah, it's
me.
not that. It's the diploma.
And,
It'll knock
and you
you
wouldn't be
off.
hit by it the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if we're like spinning in a circle, that doesn't bother me
Yeah,
at all.
but can BB do the same exact thing?
No, but
They'll
they
just
would put,
make it a hot dog instead of a diploma. Something
Yeah,
stupid
like they
that.
would.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that you could win that competition.
Yeah.
And I think women are particularly badass at endurance competitions in this game.
I think that if it's spinning, I can spin all day. Like it doesn't bother me one bit to spin.
Say me,
Like Enzo
spinning.
doesn't do good at spinning.
And it
That's
doesn't
tough for
spin the
me.
whole time either. It stops. There are times, like I remember when Russ and Jeff made their deal, it was
It
stationary.
was stagnant, yeah. Probably like the water. You know how they would turn it on? Turn
Yeah,
it off,
yeah,
turn it
yeah.
off.
So wear a sweater then.
That's I think my biggest weakness is getting cold.
Double up on socks.
I think it's warming up too. And from the surf challenge, I only felt really cold when they were dumping the cold water on us. Once it stopped, I was okay. Even when they were blowing the air, that didn't bother me.
Oh, see, that made me cold. I'm real sensitive to cold too.
Well, you're a pussy.
Yeah, I am.
Whenever they would try to blow that snow or whatever on you guys, it just hit everybody who was watching.
The people blowing it were more
covered.
covered than we were. It would like blow back in their face when they were doing it.
Yeah, I didn't really get hit with shaving cream, but the water I was getting hit with. I think it's going to be a cool challenge no matter what it is.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited. We're going to have fun.